Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate you all for hanging out with us. Guys, I got a few things. Just a few things. And then we're going to get into all this chaos and fun and talking. First things first, you might have seen it in the title of this, but there will be spoilers in today's little review live stream. We're gonna be live talking spoilers. Everything is out on the table for Scream 7. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen the film yet, please go check it out and then come on back and let us know your thoughts. Form your own thought, theory, and opinion. That's another good thing to throw out there too. If your opinion, whatever your opinion is on this movie, it is welcome here. This is just a movie. It's not gonna, if someone disagrees with you about your thoughts on a movie, it's not that big of a deal, my friend. We're here for a friendly and healthy debate on how we all feel about Scream 7 and putting our thoughts and feelings out there, just kind of talking about these things, talking about different things, how we feel about it. I know some people liked it, some people really did not, and we're gonna break it all down tonight. We're gonna get into all these different things. It's gonna be fun. A third thing, which is the least important, but I'll still throw it out there. Please like this video and subscribe. that would be pretty cool. If you feel so inclined that, if you like being in a community of horror fans and you're all about that kind of thing, subscribe to the page. Check it all out. There we go. We're done with all the shameless plugs and promotions. I need to drink this coffee. But now, let's get into it. Guys, big group hello to everyone who's hanging out with us tonight. I greatly appreciate you all. Thank you for 39,000 subscribers. Holy fuck. That came out of absolutely nowhere. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Nothing like a Scream movie to, get you up there. It's been an insane couple of weeks talking Scream, especially this week. Now with all the Scream, stuff is out, where we're talking about what the hell went down in this movie after some Thursday night previews. Some of you guys are probably going to see it right now. And, whatever your thoughts are on this movie, I'm excited to get into them and talk all about them. So let's just break it all down. Let's make it happen. What'd you guys think about Scream 7? Let us know in the chat tonight. Ghost in the Dark Kills is saying, hey Jake, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Last night and when watched Scream 7 at the fan event, and I got 3 posters. Very nice. As you can see, I got mine all the way back there, baby. Let's go. Oh, did I mention the popcorn bucket too? I got the last one at my Regal, baby. And it's reflecting my little ring light, so you can't really see him. I'm gonna have to move that little guy. I'm just noticing that now. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun how we learn things on the fly? But anyways, what are your thoughts? We get Stu as Ghostface in Scream 8. You're hoping, but I just wanted to stop by, take care. Okay, I have a fourth thing before we get to the super chats, and I see them. Guys, I appreciate your support so much. Y'all are so wonderful. I have a fourth thing. And this is not a joke. This is, I've made this joke before on the page. I'm super duper serial when I say this. I am on the Stu train, officially. I'm dead fucking serious, and I'm not kidding. You guys got robbed. Not only did you guys get robbed in this film of a Stu Macher being back to life ending, that movie made fun of y'all. And that fucking sucks. So, for me, however you feel about this movie, again, we respect everyone's opinions, but nothing made me want to say fuck Scream 7 more than that. Are you kidding me? Listen, there is nothing wrong with having some fun little fan theories to talk about. I love that people want to see Stu Macher come back. It might not be my favorite fan theory of all time, but that doesn't mean people are dumb for thinking that. I hate that Scream 7 implied that. I hate that was a big attitude with this film, that people were like, oh, the killers come out and they're like, it's dumb to think that Stu Macher would still be alive. Fuck that shit. I'm on the Stu train. I want it to happen now. I want Stu to come back to life to reverse the bullshittery that we just saw on Scream in that film. If you didn't see my review, I really wasn't crazy about Scream 7. I'm so sorry. It did not work for me. It's the first bad Scream film in my opinion. I did not like the attitude of this film on top of many other things. But man, that fucking sucks. I'm on the Stu train now. You're not gonna hear any more shitting on the Stu theory from moving forward. I'm dead serious. Like, you guys think you think, oh, this is just one of Jake's little jokes. No, I'm on a tear. I am gonna make Stu videos. I'm gonna say, fuck you, Paramount. You are bringing Stu Macher back to life now. We got the fans have been cheated. Y'all tricked the fans, and not in a fun way. Not in a fun, like, it's one thing to say that Drew Barrymore is the star of your upcoming slasher film and then axe her in the opening scene. That's a big shock. That's fun. This is mean-spirited. This is taking a big old nasty dump on the fans who thought that one thing was going to happen and it didn't. And that sucks, in my opinion. And it was like making fun of people for that reason too. I hate that shit. Dude, that fucking sucks. I will never forgive this movie for that, for me personally. Again, if you enjoyed Scream 7, rock on, but that just left a very, very, very sour taste in my mouth. Again, I'm not the biggest Stu Macher is alive guy, but I want it to happen now just because this movie was so nasty about all that shit. So let's see what's up. We got Don't Kill Me, Mr. Ghostface throwing 5 out there saying, hey Jake, I enjoyed Scream 7, but I don't blame Kevin for some of the things. I blame Radio Silence. Radio Silence was not creatively involved in this movie at all. They are only listed as executive producers on the film, and that was like a thanks for bringing our franchise back. So I don't know why you blame Radio Silence. This was Kevin and Guy Busick who were the creatives, and James Vanderbilt. Story by credit. Does this movie turn you from Scream 8? No, I'm still a Scream fan. No, I still love Scream. I mean, you know, we have a bad apple in the bunch now, sadly. But that, you know, almost every horror franchise has one. Almost every horror franchise has at least one little stinky stinkerton. And sadly, that's Scream 7 for me. But I still love Scream. And I will say this, Don't Kill Me, Mr. Ghostface. I don't really agree about Radio Silence had nothing to do with this film creatively. But what I do think happened is that because of the rewrites, because of the drama behind the scenes and having to, you know, basically patch something together real quickly, I think that's why Scream 7 suffered. So I do want to see Kevin Williamson get another crack at it. Like, start with him from the ground up, building up a script, writing and directing a film. I think Kevin deserves to do the next one for that reason, because of everything that happened behind the scenes. And I think the results will end up with something much better, is what I'll think, is what I'm hoping for, what I'm thinking currently. So I think we agree. I think I want to see Kevin Williamson write and direct the next one, just see what he's all up to. I personally don't mind Guy Busick's writing. I really like a lot of the scripts that he's written. They've turned out to be a lot of good movies personally from him, in my opinion. But I think when it comes to, you know, doing a Sydney story, doing a Scream movie about these kinds of characters, trying to get that throwback feel, that's got to be Kevin Williamson from the ground up. Don't Kill Me, thank you for the 5. We also got another one coming through from you. You're saying, how do you feel about the motive FOMO? Everyone else tried to kill you or be Ghostface, so I wanted to go. I hate the motive. It's the worst motive in the franchise, like by far. I honestly, I will never give shit to Scream 3 ever again because of Scream 7. Can I just be so honest? The motive doesn't make a lick of sense, in my opinion. It's convoluted. There's way too many things going on. I don't think it makes even an ounce of sense, sadly. Which really bums me out, because the one thing I was really looking forward to with this movie was that maybe we'd get something kind of different with the motive, maybe get some kinds of killers that could, you know, create some sort of new conversation. These are nothing characters with nonsensical motives, and it's the worst Ghostface killers in the whole franchise. I stand by that. Really, just it was like a bunch of little ideas all trying to be stuck together with honey and glue. I don't know what the hell was going on there. So I just did not care for the motive whatsoever. I'm so sorry. I hate to sound like such a negative Nancy. I really have loved I love all the Scream films except for this one. This is the only one I don't like. I mean, all 6 movies that preceded this, hell yes, great stuff. This one really just did not do it for me, sadly. Don't Kill Me, Mr. Ghostface. Thank you for the 5. I really do appreciate your support. It was too many things all spun together. It was, you know, here's this character who went after her abusive husband. Cool idea. That would have worked on its own. But now she's also working with Ethan Embry to, you know, use AI technology to fake Sydney into thinking that, you know, Stu Macher's back and Debbie Salt's back, Scott Foley's back. What the fuck? That was too much. And then we even took it a step further. We also have, what is it? Anna Camp also trying to make Sydney think, or trying to turn Sydney's daughter into the new Sydney. It was too much. It was way too many ideas. It was like we just cobbled together all of the ideas for Scream 7 and we just decided, presto, there's our movie. That's it. Way too much. Way too damn much going on there. in my humble opinion. We also got some lovely channel members saying Joe Bamba is saying haters. It was a fun, tense movie. You know what? It's okay to disagree. Again, my friend, I appreciate you being a channel member. We're going to disagree about some things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad you're with us, though. Thank you for hanging out. Tyler Mann is also saying, I'm telling y'all, I got some opinions that may change some haters' minds. Not looking to change anybody's minds tonight. That's certainly not what I'm trying to do. Just want to voice my opinion, and I hope that you're able to voice yours. But Tyler, thank you for being with us. I greatly appreciate you. Erica Stabs for Likes is saying, Joe, no one said they hated anything. I did. I'm going to be honest. I did say I hated something, but but again, I want to hear your guys' take. Everyone gets a voice tonight. I want to hear what everyone has to say. Shanta Gibbs, thank you for being a channel member, saying, mine was good, ending was horrible, but the Gibbs family got a shout out. We were in the theaters like we made it in the movie. Well, that's awesome. That's fun. I'm glad you had a good time, though, it sounds. That's how it sounds. Sounds like you had a really good time. And that's what matters. At the end of the day, that's what matters more than anything. Jake is the Ghostface killer in Scream 7. It was actually me the whole time. I was just wearing an Anna Camp skin suit. Little did you all know. Celestia is saying, hi, 17 Ninjas. Yo, what's up, all 17 of y'all? GG is saying, liked most of it with a few off-putting things, but super fun. Some of the kills were Final Destination. The kills were very over the top. That was a big positive for me. I liked how bloody and gory this movie ended up being. That was really fun. Ashley is saying, hello, I saw this movie this afternoon. Ooh, Ashley's very fresh. Just got less than 24 hours on that watch. That's very nice. Ashley is saying it wasn't amazing, but it was a fun movie to watch. I'm glad you had fun watching it. Very good stuff, very good stuff. El Dante saying, channel member too, thank you. The opening was good, then the mess got messier, and it was awful. That's kind of how I was. I'll be honest, in the first half, I was kind of thinking to myself, this isn't perfect, but I'm vibing with some things. You know, the opening scene was cool. The kills are kind of great. I liked some of the character introductions, but we didn't go anywhere with it. Like, do you guys remember McKenna Grace? McKenna Grace's character is talking about like, oh, big party at my place. Stop on by. They made sure to mention that like 2 or 3 times. That she died, bro. she died viciously. There was never going to be no party. I'll tell you what, I don't know, I just, you know, there's so much dialogue along those lines where it ended up going nowhere. It was one of those things where I was just like, huh? Why are we focused so much on this? Every conversation ended up somehow stemming back to Sydney and her trauma too, which I don't really understand what the point was there. I'm not really picking up all. Not everything has to be about Sydney. You know, not every single conversation, especially sequences that don't feature Sydney in this movie. It never opened up. It never allowed these characters to breathe. I never really felt like I got to know any of the new people, especially Tatum. I couldn't tell you one thing about Tatum outside of she's Sidney Prescott's daughter. That's all I got. That's all I got from Tatum on my first watch. I'm honestly, that to me might be one of the most disappointing things. This is a movie that needed to be good. Needed to be good with focusing on that character, and they gave me nothing. They gave me no reason to care for Sydney's daughter. That's a bummer, dude. I don't know. It feels like character assassination from the get-go. This is worse than Scream 5 in terms of setting up characters, in my opinion. Abyss is ooh saying Resident Evil Requiem is smashing it right now. It even overtook GTA 6. I just purchased it. I just got it today, and I'm gonna try to play it on stream, guys. I am battling a migraine right now. I am on a lot of ibuprofen and a lot of coffee, but we're here tonight because it's Scream weekend, baby, and I wouldn't miss this for the world. I couldn't opt out of streaming for this lovely community. You guys are so amazing, so wonderful. And we're, God damn it, yeah, even if it kills me, we are going to be talking Scream tonight. But give me a little bit of a break. I'm going to try to do Resident Evil Requiem tonight. But after 2 hours of talking, I might have to call it a stream. I'm so sorry, but I really do want to talk. At the very least tonight, we are going to talk some Scream. Hopefully I'm feeling up for some Resident Evil. I'm going to do my absolute best. Maybe this coffee, maybe, you know, more ibuprofen will help with this crazy headache I got going on. I have been battling a sickness all week. Just a really sad, unfortunate thing. I'm not going to complain too much. I really can't. You know, it's a big week, and I'm just happy. I'm happy that everyone got a new Scream movie. Love it or hate it. So overall, life is good. We also have the Drew Seth saying apparently some Drew Mocker guy is real. Apparently he is. Yes. You know, I made a joke about it in my Scream 6 rewatch video, and now we're finding out he's real. He is apparently Drew Mocker, Stu's clone and or brother, is real and is alive and is coming after us. There's, if you're like, Jake, what the hell are you talking about? Over on Instagram, a fellow who runs an account called the Drew Mocker, I didn't even know this existed until today, reposted a piece of my video, which is so damn funny, saying I am real and I'm not a clone. I'm his brother, and I'm like, oh my god! I just made that joke like as a joke, and it ended up being more than a joke. There really is a guy out there. So look out for the next Scream movie when Stu's brother ends up being the killer. El Dante is also saying would have been better if the psych ward worker appeared to be only Ghostface and then actual Stu comes from the background. You know, honestly, at this point, you're right. It would have been better if Stu would have been alive, and I am gonna die on that hill. This movie would have been better if they would have just brought him back to life, because what we did get was cheap, unintentionally goofy, and I hated it. It just felt like it was a bummer. Phoenix 4200 saying, Jake, not gonna lie, I refuse to watch it. When you said they shamed us for being Stu believers, that's such a spit in the face. It is. No thanks to the franchise ended with 6. I won't indulge. You know, I don't blame you. I still say go see it, but if you don't want to, I don't blame you. I'm in this boat with this movie. I left the theater with such a bad taste in my mouth because, again, I'll be honest with y'all. It's not a theory that I've been like, oh, that's my absolute big thing that I want to happen. But I know how happy it would make some of you guys. I know how happy it would make some of my friends. I know that some people would be out there just jumping up and down with joy to see their favorite Ghostface back in this film. And for this movie to make fun of those people, that sucks. That sucks balls. I'll never forgive this movie for that reason. I hate that. Because, listen, I have my crazy fan theories too, that other people look at them and they say, you're a nut job, Jake. And I'm like, yeah, I am. You're right. But I still want these fun things to happen. And you know what? I actually kind of got some of that in Scream 6. It was fun. I got to see a little bit of what it was like from Ghostface's perspective at the professional level, you know, in a real Scream movie with Scream 6. And I will forever hold that movie very close to my heart for that reason. Now, Scream 7, instead of doing that for this side of the fandom, they have decided to basically give y'all the middle finger. And frankly, as an empathetic, sympathetic human being that I am, I think that fucking sucks balls. So I'm never going to shut up about it. Because I don't care for that. I don't care for spitting in the faces of fans who've supported your franchise for years and years and years. It's one thing, and it's one thing in Scream 6 to have a playful little tongue-in-cheek joke. You know, it's one thing to kill one of your own ghost faces with the same TV that killed Stu Macher. That's playful, that's fun. That's a goofy little thing. This movie is just outright saying you're dumb for believing that Stu Macher could have been alive. That sucks. That's not fun. That is this is a non-fun Scream film, and that's why I just didn't care for it. If it was at least fun, I could have gotten into it, but I did not have fun with this movie. I sadly, this is the only Scream movie I don't think I didn't have a lick of fun with. Alistar, throwing $5 out there. Thank you for the support. You're saying, my question is, how did so much of this movie get leaked? Rogue Worker, test screenings? How did they not take extra precautions given the situation? So it likely comes from the fact that, you know, when movies get sent to theaters, theater workers basically can see them early if they want. And sometimes, you know, that footage gets recorded on a phone and put on the internet anonymously. I'm sure that's how it happened for Scream 6. I'm sure that's how it happened for Scream 7. You know, I don't think we're going to ever track a source of where these things came from, but that's just how shit happens, especially with franchises like this that are huge. You know, that are gigantic franchises. People want to know those answers. So, of course, that shit's going to leak online. I mean, even with another huge franchise like Spider-Man with the MCU, you guys remember all those pictures leaked. Was it like a week or two before that movie came out? Yeah, so, I mean, you know, this shit happens, sadly, with these big releases. With the more indie stuff, you can still be surprised, but with Scream, it's a little tougher because this this is a franchise that has accumulated a massive fan base. So that's my guess as to how it happened, Alistar. But I guess I'm not 100% sure. When it does happen, though, when people are saying, you know, I get messages from people and they'll say, dude, watch out. You know, there's leaks everywhere. Don't look at it. I do everything I can to avoid it and to not get into it. And, you know, honestly, people suck for trying to send that out and ruin it for others. I think that's no fun at all. It's not helping anybody's cause, in my opinion. Yes. Sorry, everybody. Major apologies there. Alistair, thank you again for the $5. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, baby. Who else we got hanging out with us? We also have Jen Tilly saying, personally for me, I'm with Fate decided on the motive. I have not talked to him about his thoughts. On the motive aspect of the movies, I don't think you can explain crazy and murdering people. I just care about how it's executed, and yeah, that was not it. I don't, here's my interesting thing about the motive. I think that, I don't think every motive needs to make sense, but I need every motive to be like somehow rooted in reality. I need it to be understandable, maybe even relatable in a sense. You know what I mean? Like every single killer motive, like you can kind of see how it got pushed that far to murder. You know what I mean? Like there are plenty of people who are in Debbie Salt's situation, a terrible situation where they lose a kid. That's horrible, but sadly it does happen. It is a reality. Not everyone that loses a kid though is going to go on to avenge said kid and go after the murderer. You know what I mean? But you can kind of see how that could happen because of how powerful of an emotion it is. And I feel like, Scream 7 started in that place, started with those powerful emotions. And I'm like, ooh, cool. But sadly just got convoluted and clouded with a bunch of bullshit and things that didn't really add up or, just kind of mixed together well. Everything just clashed for me by the time we got to the end. It was like all these pieces and parts, all these pieces of a puzzle that just did not connect. And I think that was the biggest, that was the biggest thing that did not work for me. And Ashley, I see you talking about Scary Movie 6. That was the best part of the whole experience for me was the Scary Movie 6 trailer was amazing. That was wonderful. Really excited for that movie to come this summer. MB6 Films, thank you for being a member. Do you not think it's harsh, bro? It does great work with Sydney and Tatum, the commentary on AI and tech, etc. What commentary on AI and tech? I mean, outside of like the killers using it to vilify it, what is this movie saying about AI and that kind of technology? It's cool that they had the killers use it, for deceptive purposes, but I just don't think it aided the film all that much at all. That's my big problem with it. Go back to Scream 4, a movie that was all about influencer commentary, all about the, the horrors of doing anything for internet fame. We literally see Jill kill her own mother in order to make that happen. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? It all amounted to one big thing, a motive that just brought every piece of the puzzle from beforehand and brought it all together right at the end. It all made sense why this was happening. Now, look at this movie in comparison. How does all of that how does everything that happened in this film stem off of AI and technology outside of the fact that the characters were just talking about it the whole time? There was no new insight on it. You compare that to something like Jill, who is like basically the first influencer killer in a horror flick. And this is Scream 4 we're talking about. This is a movie that is maybe just as influential as the original Scream film, because now we have an entire subgenre of influencer-based horror flicks, and you wouldn't have any of that without Jill from Scream 4. You wouldn't have basically the entire subgenre of slasher flicks that are kind of, YA, feeling a little more relatable for teens if it wasn't for Scream back in 1996. This is such an influential franchise. And for a sequel to fumble that so badly and make such a soulless continuation, that's why I'm being harsh on it, because it bears the name Scream. If this was just another run-of-the-mill slasher film, I'd be like, yeah, it was cool, it was whatever, and then we'll just move on to something else. But this is Scream 7. This is a movie we're going to be talking about for years and years and years and years. Of course I'm going to be harsh on it. Of course I'm going to hold it to the highest standard, because this is the Scream franchise. You know what I mean? It's not so-and-so's little backyard, we're running around with a camera shooting something. This is a $45 million slasher flick. Whew, that's a pretty penny, baby. You know what I mean? It's how can we not be harsh on it, is what I say. I also me personally, I didn't really care for what they did with Sydney and her daughter. Some people, I see them saying it really worked for them. I just sadly I'm not in that camp. I think that's, they kind of characterize Sydney as this person who couldn't differentiate between AI and reality. That to me, the moment that they introduced that into the story, I was not sold on the character of Sydney anymore. I was like, I am not buying this new version of the character, sadly. But maybe it worked for you. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. The moment that happened, the moment that first Stu phone call happened, I was checked out, and the movie never brought me back in. That did not work for me at all. It was way too goofy. For me, it ruined Sidney Prescott's arc in the film and her characterization. I didn't vibe with it. Don't Kill Me, Mr. Ghostface, throwing $5 out there saying there's a theory that they might do a crossover with Knives Out for a Scream movie. That would be crazy. Those films, I have not seen the most recent one. But those films have some pretty good twists. The first one I think did. I don't really remember the second one. I watched it once and it was kind of, maybe it was forgettable because I don't remember it all that well, if I'm being real. But that first one was pretty good. I was like, okay, that was a nice little neat twist, fun way to end that flick. So that could be cool. That could be a cool little crossover. That almost makes a little more sense than crossing Scream over with like a different horror franchise, because this one is so worked into just murder mystery style flicks. So El Dante's Don't Kill Me, thank you for the 5. El Dante saying, and Carl is the killer with zero story. He just looked at Sydney weirdly. Yeah, that is actually bottom of my list, Ghostface, at the moment. Like, that is actually the killer I would put at the very bottom, because what the fuck was that? We saw him for a moment, like a momentary little glimpse. He was just kind of giving Sydney the stink eye, and then decided to try to fuck her up at her house. I don't know. This movie was so all over the place. I really don't know what to make of it. I definitely need another watch, I'll say that, but I'm still just shocked that I just walked out of that not caring for it at all. David Primero throwing 5 out there saying Scream 7 was fast-paced and failed to highlight most of the new characters. There is something missing in this movie, and I can't put my finger on it. I just feel like it doesn't... it never coagulated. You know what I mean? It just, nothing meshes. Nothing sticks together in this flick. It's a whole lot of ideas all thrown into the same story, and it is begging you to it's begging you to dig it. I don't know. I need, like, I love Sidney Prescott. I love Gale Weathers. Honestly, I love Mindy and Chad now at this point, but I need more than just those characters coming back on screen for me to like this. You know, the reason I like those characters so much is because they've been a part of some fucking badass stories before in the past. And this just sadly was not one of them. So I don't know, David. I'm kind of with you. I agree, fast paced. It never slowed down to build the tension. Never like took a minute to just kind of feel like, just be like, let's build this up. You know, let's have a nice little character moment here, or let's have a sequence where we can slow down and build the tension and then have a big shock and surprise. This movie almost felt more like a Terrifier film than a Scream film to me. Like I was, again, walking out of the theater just shocked, just shocked by that element. Crazy shit. Joe Bamba is saying the play made it feel like it was supposed to be for elementary school kids. Okay, yes, Joe, I'm glad I'm not the only person that had that thought. What was this play? Because we had, McKenna Grace in this like fairy costume singing and flying across the stage, and we had Tatum in what appeared to be a furry costume. Like, I thought that a furry had entered as the Scream film. I'm like, what are we doing right now? Who is this character that I am just learning about? Yeah. What was that play? Do we have any experts? Like, what was that play? I don't know. I need answers, because it feels like, you go back to Scream 2, and the play they're putting on is super relevant and thematic with everything going on in that flick. What the fuck? What was the point of this? What was the point of this scene except for a cool set piece, right? I don't know. Bizarre. Tyler's saying, okay, but think about this. How much they told you about Sydney in part 1? Not much. Not much. We're gonna battle it out, Tyler. Let's read this whole thing though. The only characterization was the trauma from her mother's death. She was pretty one-dimensional. Well, no, she was also a virgin, which is something that she was battling with Billy the entire time. And then after becoming not a virgin, Stu and Billy thought, well, now we can kill her because she's not a final girl material anymore, and she still bests to that. That says so much about Randy's rules. That says so much about the slasher genre. And it not only builds her up as a character, but it also says that we're going to break the rules and we're still going to have this triumphant ending. You know what I mean? That to me is what's brilliant about Scream, is that it breaks all the rules and it still works. And to me, the character of Sidney Prescott is the the just the center of that, the core of it, the nucleus of why all that works is because of that storyline. No, I strongly disagree. There's so much to Sydney's character in Scream 1 that is sadly just not present in here with her very one-dimensional daughter. So I don't know, man. To me, that's like why the original Scream works so well, is because Sidney Prescott is filled with so many different ideas and cool shit that makes that movie work. 86 Smur, thank you for being a Ghostface member. I greatly appreciate you a ton. Thank you. Appreciate the support, my friend. So much love. Kiki is saying, I paid to see Wuthering Heights, but went to Scream 7 and 4DX. I mean, you kind of did you do anything wrong? I don't know. You still paid for a ticket and went to see just a different movie. I don't know. I don't know laws all that well. So it's probably breaking something, but hey, you know what? That's all good. That's all cool, man. Jacko Boyd is saying Podcast Now review is the best. I have not seen his review yet. Love Alex though. Hope he's doing well. Would love to talk soon with him. Riley Rage is saying fake Leslie Mocker killing her own son too. I was so confused with the motive. Great point. Don't understand how that makes any sense. Her killing her own son. I couldn't comprehend any of it. I agree. You love the kills and the chase scenes, really good stuff, and battles. I'm glad you did. Jacob Pace Wells, yo, what's up, Jake? I haven't seen the movie, but I saw this Stu Mocker cameo and laughed so hard. Matthew is so funny. Matthew is a silly guy, and I'm glad he got to be silly in this flick. Big Brisk Yo is saying, get some fresh air, drink fluids. Depending on what part of your head, it's also different headaches. Don't take ibuprofen. It's not good for you. I need to take something, dude. I don't know what's going on. It was so weird. Tuesday, I just got horrible head cold. Spent the whole day trying to get better. Last 2 days, I've been fine. And then now all of a sudden, it is coming back full force. Like, I don't know what it is. I think I need to rest because I have been going and going and going and going. But yeah, I think my body is just telling me, dude, slow the fuck, chill out, dog. My God. All right, let's get to these super chats. Guys, I see you sending these out. You are all way too kind. Thank you. Erica's thrown 2 out there saying, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Erica. Thanks for reminding everybody. And thank you for the 2. Really does help the page a lot to hit that button. Would be cool. And also subscribe. Pretty cool button as well. Talking Star Wars, thank you for the 2. You're saying, I feel like the killers were too predictable. Yeah, they were in like 1 or 2 scenes and then they disappeared from the movie and then showed back up at the ending. I also was not suspicious of anybody else in this cast. Basically, the rest of the new cast is a bunch of theater kids who are all a bunch of little softball Twinkies. They were the cutest bunch of characters. I'm like, none of these characters are Ghostface. Are you kidding me? They're all so sweet to each other. They're dorks. Those theater kids were not killers. Like, what are we doing with this cast, man? I didn't buy that any of them could have been killers outside of Ethan Embry and Anna Camp. Darjan, my good buddy, which shout out to him. We turned to each other at one point. So when Anna Camp first came on screen, he leaned to me and he's like, dude, she's totally the killer. And I'm like, that's who I'm thinking too. Then we get to Ethan Embry's scene and I lean over to him and I'm like, dude, he's clearly like faking this. Like, he is very clearly trying to make Sydney think that Stu is alive and they're going to show up. They're both going to show up at the end. I bet money on it. Like, every turn of this movie was, we had it figured out multiple steps beforehand. Really frustrating. Scream movies need to not do that. I don't know. Need to be actually surprising and shocking in some way. It doesn't even have to be the reveal. Like, something needs to get me. OVNICX3 throwing $5 out there. Thank you for the support, my friend. You're saying Scream 7 was intentionally uneven, using weak storytelling and flat cinematography as meta commentary on today's rushed, careless filmmaking culture. It's an interesting theory. But I also think when you are going to comment on something, you're going to do a satire of something, especially Scream, I think you have to create a product that is viewed as something ultimately better. And I think, just based on the reviews that I've been seeing, I think the majority of people are not really feeling that. But I don't know. I mean, I think that maybe there's more to this than meets the eye, maybe. I don't know. I'm really trying to figure it out because I was not getting a whole lot of good stuff from this. I almost thought like it could be like an AI commentary kind of thing where it's like, oh, well, you know, why do people want to lean on the crutch of AI? because it's a crutch. It makes things easier. I don't have to actually go out and do work. That's why a lot of people want to support it. Let's just be honest. And maybe this movie could have found some of that. Maybe this movie could have found something like kind of what you're talking about, my friend. I don't think it did. Maybe it did. Maybe I need to see it again. But I don't think it. I personally just, from my experience, I don't know if that was really a thought that was placed into this film. So I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again. I'll definitely give it another go at some point. I don't know if I can. I'm good for now. I want to come back to it a couple weeks, a couple months, and then we'll chat. But I need to get away. I think I just need to be away from the film now. I'm frustrated with it, I think. But thank you for the 5, my friend. Hollywood Guy, you're throwing 10 out there saying, Jake, hello. I just got back from the movie. Hello. And I will say that the nostalgia kind of killed it for me. Not to be this guy, but the Stu narrative needs to end. I'm sorry. My thing is that, and I was saying this earlier, Hollywood Guy, you might have missed it, but for me, I just feel like the Stu fans got cheated. Like they got their hopes up. The marketing was telling them that it was going to be a whole thing, that this Stu was going to be a whole thing in this movie, and then it decided to make fun of them. And I don't care for that at all. Listen, it's totally fine if your opinion is you're not crazy about the Stu thing. If I'm being honest, I don't think it needs to happen either. But I think now that the Scream movies have gone out of their way to make fun of people who have that theory. I just don't know how else to take the ending of this movie, or just the attitude of the entire film. I mean, the marketing and the whole film that leads up to the reveal is saying Stu Macher is alive. We're going to trick you into thinking Stu Macher is alive. Get wrecked, idiot. And then basically calls you dumb for thinking that could ever happen. I don't know how else to take that. I don't know how else to take that except that's the movie making fun of fans who would have loved that. And that sucks in my opinion. Listen, again, might not be my favorite theory, but I don't think people are stupid for wanting that to happen. Stu Macher is a great killer. It's a really fun theory, if nothing else. And you know what? Theories are just that. They're fun. They're a good time, and to shoot any of them down and to call people dumb for coming up with them, that's just a really negative attitude kind of thing that I just don't really care for in my Scream movie. These movies are supposed to be fun. These movies are supposed to be a good time, something that we can go to and just have a fun little romp with. And this movie decided to opt out of that entirely to instead make fun of an entire section of the fan base. And I don't care for that. That's like borderline bullying. It's just a movie, I know, but walking out of the theater, I was kind of pissed off. I was like, that sucks balls. I don't know how to feel. I just don't know how to feel about that. But Hollywood Guy, I really appreciate the 10. Thank you. I'm sorry you didn't care for the movie, but hopefully the next one will be better. That's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed. Erica Stabs for Likes is throwing 5 out there saying, what about the B&B call with the goofy fake Ghostface and his goofy laugh after he said he couldn't kill them? That was so funny. The goofy fake. Oh, okay. Yeah. The call at the very beginning. I was like, hang on. What are we talking about? Yeah. Okay. That was pretty good. I liked that. Michelle Randolph and Jimmy Tatro's whole relationship was fun. The thing that call especially was funny too. I think something that I wasn't crazy about with that scene is the fake outs. It was like, we're really doing the Scream 4 opening scene again? That's just how it felt to me. Felt like we were doing this sequence where there's all these different fake outs and people, it felt like the Scream 4 scene again, but with no purpose. You go back and you watch that Scream 4 opening and it's like, okay, this is kind of pretentious. This is over the top. To basically make this sequence where it's all these different stab opening scenes and we're just doing all these fake outs, but it also catches us up with all the different commentary that Scream missed out on, not being able to have a movie until, basically 11 years later, from 2000 to 2011. And that's kind of fun. The Stab 6 opening is all about the Saw movies, Hostel, and how it's all about the torture. Right. And it's like, well, that's, Scream's commentary on that is, well, it's not really scary. It's just gory. You don't get any time to actually spend with the characters before something happens that's horrible to them. There's no emotion. It's just blood and gore. Right. And I thought that was interesting. That was thought provoking. To me, it's like that's the commentary of Scream 4's opening makes it interesting, but it's a little convoluted. Right. Scream 7 has a little bit of that energy where we're just doing all these fake outs. It's like, oh, it's not really Ghostface, it's an animatronic. Or now it's just Jimmy Tatro and he's dressed up as Ghostface pulling a prank. It's like, oh my God, man, just get to the kill. We know what's coming. So I will say Michelle Randolph burning alive was pretty cool though. So that was pretty solid. The kills in this movie, I can't complain about. Deep Red Mikey has been a member for 4 months. Thank you for the support, my friend. You're saying I was able to look past so much and the movie was really working for me until it wasn't, and then it really wasn't. I even said in my review, dude, I'm like, some of this I could look past, in all honesty. Like, I'm not, you guys know, if you guys have been following this page for a while, you know I'm not the biggest stickler when it comes to movie logic. Sometimes shit has to not make sense in order to build a cooler story, and I can get into shit like that. But this didn't feel like we were, sacrificing logic to do something cooler. It just felt like we were sacrificing logic to therefore make it easier. And well, that just results in a lazy film, in my opinion. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm just kind of felt like it was underwritten. We needed more to this to really make it all work. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel. Throwing 5 out there saying, I did like how he tried to stop Mindy from theory ranting. Can I be so honest with you guys? And I can't even believe I'm saying this. Mindy was my favorite character in Scream 7. The reinvention of Mindy Meeks Martin was phenomenal. I was like, this is what I wanted from the character. Giving her personality a major facelift in this movie, I think, is exactly what I wanted from Mindy. I like that she's gunning to be the new Gale Weathers. That's really interesting to me. And her whole rules speech, yes, once again, it doesn't go anywhere, but I liked how we're commenting on the feelings of the past. That worked for me. Like Chad, like you're talking about, don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. Chad is literally telling her to restrain herself. Like, don't go on the rules rant. You've been wrong the last few times. We don't want to hear it, And she can't help herself. Like, it's just like, it's that Meeks in her. It's the Randy Meeks has to come out and give the rules. And you know what? This was my favorite rules rant, honestly. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I was won over to Mindy in this film. I was like, okay. If I'm excited for anything moving into Scream 8, which by the way is already announced, greenlit, happening. We're gonna do a big video on it later into the week, into next week, I should say. If there's anything I'm excited for moving into Scream 8, it's more on Mindy Meeks. I want to know where this storyline goes. Her trying to be this new Gale Weathers. I like this. I'm honestly the biggest thing about Scream 7 that I was like, that can go somewhere. I'm really down for this. Guys, thank you for helping us hit our goal for the night, by the way. I really appreciate you all so much. Kay is also throwing 5 out there. You're saying, Jake, what was your thoughts about Kevin's direction? Would you like there to be a different director moving forward? I don't know. I'm so on the fence. I'm so on the fence about it because I feel like no matter who directed this film, you're working with a script that was rewritten multiple times and, trying to make things right. So I don't know. That's it's a beyond tough question to answer because I feel like the script was so poor. I can't really tell if that was, was it the fact that the script sucked so bad, or was it the fact that Kevin's just a little more inexperienced when it comes to being a director? This is a guy who is known for his writing, not so much for his directorial work. This is his second directorial feature. And this is something that you got to have those muscles, right? You got to have those muscle memory elements to directing a film. It's different than writing. Writing a film is creating the baseline of a movie. All the plot beats, how everything is going to flow into each other, figuring all those things out, figuring out your characters, all these things all at the same time. And that's a difficult task. But another difficult task is being a director and bringing that to life. You can say okay, for instance, Jake spills his coffee on himself. And you can interpret that in so many different ways as a director. That could be a comedic scene. That could be really funny. That could be kind of slapstick humor. Spilled my coffee. Or maybe I have a stroke and I spill my coffee and it's terrifying, right? There's so many different ways you can interpret Jake spills his coffee. In the way that you shoot it, in the way that you edit it, in the way that you give notes to your actor, right? Directing is a very different job than writing. So I can't tell off of this movie because of everything that happened behind the scenes. It's hard to say if it was the script's fault or Kevin's directing. What I will say is I don't know if anyone wants to touch this franchise with a 6-foot pole after everything that's happened and after the quality of this movie, let's just say. So I think without a doubt, Kevin Williamson will be writing and directing the next one. And frankly, I think he also deserves another shot at it because everything that happened with this flick, it did not aid to the experience. You know what I mean? Had this movie not been through so many different rewrites and different, writers, directors, whatever, I think it might have been a better product for it. So I actually think give Kevin Williamson just the next one. Let him write and direct it, and I bet it'll be better. I would I bet my bottom dollar it'll be better as long as no other production issues come about. So that's what I would say for now. Is I guess I'm playing the sympathy card. I feel bad for Kevin. And frankly, I think he deserves to at least get one more shot because he has made the best Scream film so far besides this one, right? I mean, come on. Screams 1, 2, and 4, those are bangers. So for me, I say give him another shot, let him do Scream 8, and I bet it'll be better. That's what I'll say for now. But I don't know. I just, it's tough to say what happened because of how complex the situation really is. So Kay, thank you for the 5. That's a great question. It's a really great question because I don't know. It's stumped me. That's how good of a question it is. Gabe Houghton, thank you for being a channel member. You're saying I watched it today with my cousin. I liked it. Could have been better. Like I walked into the theater, huh? Wanting to see Matthew Lillard come back as Stu, but after watching it, I'm kind of glad they did it. I kind of want to see him come back as Stu now, honestly. I've been radicalized by this movie. Can I be honest? Call me Amber Freeman because I'm radicalized, baby. I want to see Stu come back now. Tyler is saying it's deeper than one comment about Sydney. Sadly, YouTube chat limits words. No, you're good, Tyler. I had to make that point because I'm just like, man, I feel like there's so much to Sydney Prescott. You know, there's a reason we all love her so much, right? Okay, hang on now. YouTube keeps doing this thing where it sends me all the way to the top, and I'm like, I'm not there yet, buddy. Hang on. Okay, General Zod's fandom. What's up, Zod? How we doing? Thank you for the 5. This is my cowboy hat wearing friend. You're saying great review. I think this was the worst 10 minutes of any Scream. Sorry, Scream 6. I don't know, man. I think everyone owes Scream 6 an apology after this movie. Can I be honest? The cameo sequence at the house, I think is the worst piece of a Scream film by far. And I don't think anything is ever going to stoop that low again. I will never talk shit about Debbie Salt, Mrs. Loomis, ever again after watching this movie. I'm like, you know what? It can be worse. It can be worse, and I will never. You won't hear a peep out of me complaining about Scream 2 again, because man, that movie is a masterpiece compared to some of the things we saw here. That scene made me want to throw up a little bit. I was like, I can't even believe this is real. David Arquette looked emo. They didn't use any de-aging on the characters whatsoever, which didn't make any sense. I was just like, well, we're not even going to de-age them a little bit. Like, at least we tried in Screams 5 and 6 with Billy Loomis. You know, it didn't look great, but they tried. There was no effort. There was no effort to even do that here. I don't know. I did not care for that scene whatsoever. It felt very condescending. It felt like, these characters are just in the movie. People will be happy with it. It's like, what the fuck? What? Crazy. Insanity. General Zod, thank you for being with us. Thank you for the 5. Rick is throwing $50 out there. Rick, hats off to you, my friend. Thank you for the support of the page. Thank you for keeping the lights on here at the Killjoy Jake studio, especially that one underneath little Ghostface there. He appreciates it the most. I'm going to call him, I don't know what I'm going to call him yet. Guys, you can name little Ghostface in the back corner there, who's blinded by the light. Here, you can see him a little better now. There we go. Rick, let's get to this, though. Sorry, I get easily distracted. My honest opinion, and that is just what it is, my opinion. Hell yeah, baby. State that opinion. I feel like this was a 95% Guy Busick script. I think Kevin came in and didn't want to change the script too drastically on Guy, but he should have made the hard calls. It's tough. It's tough to say because for me at least, my honest opinion, Rick, since we're only doing honest opinions here, this movie did not feel like Screams 5 and 6. And maybe that's because we have a totally different, totally different people behind the camera outside of Guy Busick. That's the one string, right? That's the one string between all these things. Story by James Vanderbilt too. But like, this did not feel anything like Screams 5 and 6. Like, those movies have problems. I like them, but they have problems. Let's be honest here. You guys just saw me do little review videos of them this week. You know my thoughts and theories on Screams 5 and 6 and why there's things about those movies I don't care for, but also things I like about them. This movie doesn't feel like it has those. It has all new kinds of problems, and all new kinds of positives too, I feel. But maybe that's just me, because I'm watching this movie back and I'm like, the characters are just like, the one thing about Guy Busick that maybe we can agree on, maybe, if you guys have seen all of Guy Busick's stuff. Maybe you've seen Ready or Not. Maybe you've seen Abigail as well as Screams 5 and 6. But the one thing Guy... Oh, and Final Destination Bloodlines, another great example of this. The one thing Guy typically gets right across most of his scripts is he's able to build some pretty damn good characters. There's some other things. I mean, admittedly, there's things about Abigail and Ready or Not that honestly I critique, that I'm not crazy about. I like his writing. He's not number one for me. I like his stuff, though. He writes some fun popcorn movies. The one thing consistently across all of his movies is I tend to like the characters. That was not, for me at least, I just did not like a lot of the characters here. I did not like the way that a lot of them were written. I did not like them here. I did not like them there. I did not like them anywhere. So Rick, I hate to say it, but I almost feel the opposite. I almost feel like this was too much of a mixture of, well, not the opposite. Let me rephrase. I feel like this is too much of a mix of Kevin Williamson and Guy Busick together. And these are two flavors that clash because for me, at least, I think Kevin Williamson is just so specific that whenever he works with somebody else too closely, the product just doesn't come out right. I personally, and again, this is a movie people love, but I just don't care for. Sick from 2023 is a slasher movie where it's a story by Kevin Williamson, but kind of given to somebody else. I can't remember the name of the writer that actually wrote that film, but story by Kevin Williamson. You know what I mean? And that film just didn't come out right to me for whatever reason. It did not work for me, especially because of the characters. And I think what happened here, Rick, is that it was too much of a mix of both of those folks. And that's why I think moving into Scream 8, I think Kevin Williamson should just write and direct it. Just let him do the whole damn thing. And I think we'll end up with a better product. Because a Kevin Williamson script is great. A Kevin Williamson working with somebody else's script, I almost never like, honestly, which is crazy. But Kevin Williamson is his own unique flavor that just does not work with anything else. And that's okay. And that is perfectly okay. But when Kevin is distilled and boiled down to an elemental KW, he rocks. And I hope that's what happens with the next one, personally. But that's just my honest opinion, because that's what we're doing here, Rick. We're only being earnest and honest. But Rick, I love your opinions, and I appreciate you for throwing them out there. I also appreciate you for supporting the page. You're so damn nice. Thank you for being with us tonight. And I'm guessing you didn't like Scream 7. That bums me out. I'm sorry. I hope that everyone walking away from this film loved it. Truly. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface, throwing 5 out there saying, did you hear what Critical Overlord said of the Scream 8 plots? I'm doing a whole video on it this week. I have not gotten around to doing updates. That guy, that Critical Overlord, he's quick. He's quick with it. He's got stuff all out there all the time. He's amazing. So much love to Critical Overlord. I'll be doing a video on it later this week, but I want to do some other stuff first. I want to rank these movies. I want to rank the Ghostface killers. And then I want to talk about Scream 8 sometime on Monday. So we'll get to it. Let's hang out in Scream 7 land for now. Let's hang out with Scream 7 for a little bit, and then we'll get to what's next. We'll get to it. But we'll talk a little bit about that very soon, I'm sure. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for supporting the page. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Paul, Mr. Mastermind Killer, what is up? What is up? Not enough good to say anything. So disappointed. I feel it, dude. I really feel it. I was very disappointed with this one. I'm sad. I need therapy. I need a long nap. I need a long nap and maybe some boba tea. That would really help me out too. But Paul, thank you for the 2, and I'm sorry that you're disappointed. It seems like that's the majority consensus. I do want to hear from some more people who liked it though. Let me know who. Don't be afraid. If you liked it, I want to hear your opinion. I'm not that mean, I swear. I'm here for all different opinions. Tyler liked it though, so let's talk to Tyler for a second here. Tyler, thank you for the 5. You're saying we should have a stream to debate the storyline, but I think we can agree that Gail, Chad, and Mindy are worthless, and I'm so tired of no balls. Dog, what? No, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but I agree that they didn't really do anything with Gail, Chad, and Mindy, but they were the characters I maybe liked the most in this entire film. I feel like Mindy especially was a bright spot for me because I'm like, oh shit. And maybe that's because, Mindy in the last 2 flicks I just felt was underdeveloped. This movie, I felt like she came to life. I was like, oh man, this is a cool direction for Mindy's character. That's fun. Gale kind of had a little bit of that too. We played this like more sympathy angle with Gale. I felt bad for her. She was, she was like taking these pills. She was dealing with like nerve damage after everything that happened in 6. That was really interesting. That was actually kind of interesting to me. So there was little moments with Gale and Mindy that I thought were cool. Chad didn't really get to do anything in this flick, which made me sad. And you're tired of no balls. Like, Tyler, I have a million questions when it comes to that, and I don't even know where to start. Who had no balls? Who, like, Joel McHale? Can I say this too? I didn't get to say this in my review. I actually loved Joel McHale in this movie. And guys, that was like my biggest worry going into this. I'm like, I just don't think their chemistry is going to work. No, I'll eat those words right now. Joel McHale and Sidney Prescott rocked. Hell yes. Big bright spot of this movie. Wow. I'm surprised to even be saying that. I never thought that would be there's so many positives I have for this movie that I never thought would be positives. I really thought we were coming out of this movie with completely different things to say. I thought I was gonna like dislike a few things here and there, but overall they saved it in the end. It's the opposite. It's the total opposite for me personally. I would love to have a stream sometime, Tyler. I'm telling you that if anybody was on the stream right now, I would just be like, what's up? What's going on? It's been a crazy couple of weeks. If you guys know, there's been a lot of really fun videos that have come up on the page recently, and man, I busted my ass bringing them to life. I really hope you guys enjoyed those, the Scream reaction videos especially. I went nuts to make those good. Especially, that Scream 6 one is my favorite out of all 6 of them. Really proud of them all, but man, check out the Scream 6 one if you haven't seen it. Really proud of that one. Put my all into that one, because I really want it to be a series that I really want it to be a new series on this page, doing those reaction videos. So, and if you guys don't know, by the way, now I've already seen all 6 of the Scream movies a million times. So maybe that deterred you from watching those reaction videos. And you're like, Jake, I don't want to see you react to a movie you've seen 100 times already. Well, guess what, fuckers? We're going to be watching Dexter and Dexter New Blood, which I've never even seen a minute of. I know the concept barely, I guess. I don't know shit about this. 2 videos a week. Starting sometime in March, we are going to be watching Dexter in reaction videos very similar to those Scream videos that I just posted on the page in the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to be going through the whole damn series. Every piece of Dexter media that I can get my filthy little hands on, we're going to be covering on this page. Probably for the next year. This is going to be a very long-running series. We're going to just be covering Dexter and, of course, some horror updates on the page. But we are turning into a Dexter channel starting next month, and I'm really excited for it. I hope you guys stick around, because if you haven't seen Dexter, this might be a fun way to get into it, right? So I've never seen it before. I'm so hyped up to check it out. And I hope you guys stick around for that series starting sometime in the middle of March. Give me a few weeks to get everything ready, but I'm really excited for it. So stick around. Stick around. It's going to get interesting around these parts. Oh, you're saying no balls as in they didn't kill any legacy characters. I hear ya. Yeah, so this was here's the most disappointing thing about that to me. We get this scene where Chad and Mindy are fighting Ghostface, and they both kind of just get poked a little bit. Now, mind you, these are 2 characters who got the shit kicked out of them in the last movie and survived that. And they were totally badass. That was awesome. But they just got like... I mean, what was the point of having them in this movie? They just got poked and then they just fall over. It's like, that was it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Chad, the Terminator, just got a little poke? Or I think he got shot, right? Didn't he get like shot? No, he got stabbed in the stomach. That's what it was. It was an accident. And then he fell over. I was like... Really? Dude, Chad can do that for breakfast. Are you kidding? Chad does that every morning in the mirror. He just gives himself a little poke and he's like, yeah. He just turns into like Mega Chad, you know? I don't know. I was so frustrated with that. I'm like, man, if you're gonna have Chad and Mindy on the ground like passed out, you gotta do it. These characters have been through it, okay? Come on now. Stay consistent. So, but sorry, that's a weird rant. I love Chad and Mindy, though, and I'm glad they're still alive. But at the same time, I do agree. They should have killed somebody off. Come on now. It's getting ridiculous. Who else is with us? Ollie's Diamond is saying, I think it was very much obvious they were just trying to make you think he was alive, so much to the point where it was never going to happen. I disagree. I disagree only because I think the fans wanted it to happen so badly. Why is Scream 7 making so much money right now? I think there's a million answers to that question, but without a doubt, the strongest one is because the marketing teased so damn hard that Matthew Lillard was back as Stu Macher. On top of that, they even went so far as to announce that Matthew Lillard is a part of the cast. That's why Scream 7 sold so many tickets. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. And I know a lot of people are just going to say it's because Sidney Prescott is the lead again. And I'm sure that's part of it. I'm sure that's part of it, dude. Like, Sidney Prescott's awesome. Hell yeah. But the fans want to see Stu Macher again. I think a lot of fans do too. This is one of the, you got to remember, this is one of the oldest Scream fan theories out there. You might not agree with it. And honestly, like I said, I'm not crazy about it. But the people want Stu. The people crave, so that they yearn to go back to the mines and get some more Stu Macher gold. And frankly, I'm at the point where fuck it, bring back Stu Macher. I'm on the Stu train. Y'all got cheated and lied to with this movie, and that sucks. I would have been fine with them just saying like just being like, oh, Stu's back somehow in AI, and then magically it's not Stu at the end. But they had to go so far as to kick you all in the nuts right at the end with a few lines of dialogue. That took it too far. So now, consider me on the Stu train forever and always. They better bring Stu back, or so help me God. Make Matthew Lillard alive. They never showed a body, and I want to see that body running around. I want to see our John Doe for reals this time in the next movie. I'm actually so serious. You guys think I'm kidding? Just wait for the tirade. Just wait for the tirade moving into Scream 8. There's going to be a Stu wave on this channel. You guys don't understand what's coming. You guys, I'm talking about this like it's an apocalyptic event. No, I am on the Stu train, and I'm not even kidding anymore. Like this movie, like I said earlier, it's radicalized me. Fuck that shit. We need Stu in Scream now. we need to repair the damages that have been caused. Jason Carpenter, thank you for the $2. You're saying, just got out of my second watch. I mostly enjoyed it, but leaving me on a cliffhanger here, dog. You're killing me. Jason Carpenter is following us up finally with, I have a major issue with it. Didn't care for the AI bullshit, and it hands down the worst Ghostface reveal. The things I love, I really did, and the things I didn't like really pissed me off. Mixed bag. That's fair enough. I think there is some stuff to love about this movie. Really fun kills. I'm trying to think what else. Really fun kills, it's got some great kills. It's got some great little character moments with everybody too, I think. But yeah, a lot of the new people didn't do it for me. Ghostface reveals sucked. Ghostface motive sucked, which I think is more important. I also think, what else is really important about a Scream movie? I mean, the suspense, the tension. There's like none of that. There's like none of that here. We're not building any suspense or any tension. Lisa's complete randomness is saying, so who do we think did the opening kill? I think that's a good question, actually. Probably Anna Camp's character, right? It was probably her who flew out there and did it. Well, maybe it was Ethan Embry wasn't in like half of this movie. So like, you could go so far as to say, well, Ethan probably did it. Because, he's just kind of, what the fuck was he up to? Anna Camp had to play it cool back in Pine Grove while maybe he was out doing that. So I'm actually going to say Ethan Embry was probably the one killing people in the opening scene. Thank you for the 2. Queric V is also thrown 2 out there saying, I got my stab movie instead of Scream 7. What they released the wrong movie. This is the movie they filmed to be within the movie. Insane. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface is saying, could be a possibility we drop Spyglass and get Miramax back. I don't know if you want, trust me, I don't know if you want that to happen. I don't want Spyglass either, but I would like another company to be in charge of Scream. Trying to think who would do a good job with Scream. For me at least, I feel like what's so great about the original Scream is that it is very punk rock. It's very like for the weirdos. And then as the series has gone along, it's become more mainstream and less for the weirdos, more for the general public. And I think we need to somehow reverse that. So to me, I feel like it would be awesome if somehow Scream went to like Neon or A24, one of these more indie companies that is, a company as of right now for the weirdos. That's what Scream needs to go back to, because Scream was at its best when it was when they were making movies for horror fans who watched every release that came out every single Friday night. You know, that's when the series was at its peak, and that's the energy we need to go back to. We need to go back to studios that actually care about that sort of thing, care about making art, putting it out in theaters, while also making some money too. You know, you got to do a little bit of both. It seems like studios only care about a profit these days with what they put out, and that sucks. Because frankly, there's a lot of franchises that are suffering due to that. And now Scream is currently one of them. So that's what I say. I say go to a studio like an A24, a Neon, something else. Just not Spyglass. Not Spyglass and Paramount, which is... Ugh. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. Thank you for the 5. I really appreciate the support. And I agree with you. What's going on? What is happening? Did I miss anything else? I missed a lot of things. Wow, you guys are so wonderful. Hang on. I'm scrolling back. I realized I missed a lot of fun stuff. Here we go. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. Throwing another 5 out there saying Kevin and Nev said they have plans for if we want it after Scream 7. I want a redemption after that. I do want a Scream 8 just because I don't want to be left on such a sour note. I feel bad for Halloween fans right now because love or hate Halloween Ends, that movie was not very well received. And now I feel like that has slowed down any sort of traction with future Halloween projects. Remember when a Halloween TV series was announced and we haven't gotten like any fucking updates on that at all? What happened to that project, dude? Speaking of Miramax, that's their project, dude. What's up with it? I want more Halloween. I miss Michael Myers. Didn't get enough of him in the last flick. So yeah. It would suck if Scream 7 killed the franchise. It would suck if Scream 7 was like just it for a little while and we don't get anything else, because Scream 7 is going to make money, but how poorly is it going to be received? Because that Rotten Tomatoes score is dropping every single day. It's getting a little lower and a little lower as time goes on. So I hope it's not that poorly received that we just don't get another one, but we'll see. Kelly Stroh Snyder, thank you for the 5. You're saying, I'm shocked Kevin let the line about it being stupid. Let that line about it being stupid, believing in Stu being alive in the film. Ethan Embry never even disclosed his motive. So upset. So I said this earlier, but Carl, the Ghostface that gets revealed halfway through the film, at the very bottom of my list, did not care for this character whatsoever. There was nothing. Was there a character outside of his name being kind of silly? That's it. Carl, that kills people. Llamas with hats. That's what I was thinking the whole time. That's all I got from that character. I'm double fisting it right now. I'm stressed. Ethan Embry would be my second least favorite because, wow, that line sucked so bad it ruined his whole character. And I love Ethan Embry, dude. I mean, he's a great actor. Wasted here. Wasted with a capital W. Wah. That's all I got to say to that. I'm turning into Hank Hill over here. I'm so upset. Kelly, I heard that line and I was pissed off for everybody. I was like, fuck that shit. No way. Nah. Stu's got to be alive now. Only way you can fix that BS. That's what I got to say. Stu train, roll on, baby. Kelly, thank you for the 5. Get Stu in the next goddamn movie. That's why we need it. That's why we need a Scream 8 so that Stu can come back. That's why it needs to happen. Kay is throwing $5 out there saying, thoughts on Lucas's death. The concept was so cool, but the CGI really took me out of it, unfortunately. I agree. I liked the concept of the kill. It was dope. In the moment, I was like, that's crazy. This is a Terrifier kill. We're watching Terrifier 3.5 right now. Okay, cool. I can have fun with this. When we got to Anna Camp's character being revealed as Ghostface, I'm questioning things. I'm like, what? Huh? This dude's mom. What? The mom, there's no way. I'm sorry, that just doesn't make any sense. This would have been an emotional death, right? If Ghostface killed someone who was their son. There would have been some kind of, this should have been more personal. Maybe not emotional, maybe let's say Anna Camp's fucking sociopathic, didn't care about her own son, okay? It should have been more personal then. You know what I mean? That would have been a great clue as to who it was, but not giving it all away. have just a really close up something with Asa Gurman. Maybe he kind of knows it's his mom stabbing and killing him. I don't know, something. But with this kill being so over the top and, borderline kind of silly, dude. I mean, they pulled a beer tap back or whatever, and the beer and blood sprays out of his mouth. I mean, that's a little funny. That's a Terrifier kill if I've ever seen one. Come on now. Again, these tones just clash. Rick earlier. Rick, if you're still hanging out with us, thank you for being here. And thank you for the $50 earlier. Rick made a point to say there was something wrong with the script. The script with this one just did not work for whatever reason. And I think what that comes down to is there's just a clash of different ideas. There's that fun that, Guy Busick brings to the table with a lot of his scripts. And then Kevin trying to do something a little more sophisticated, thematic, in depth. And these clash, for whatever reason. Kevin by himself can kind of do something fun with a little bit of thematic energy to it that ties it all together. Guy Busick's just got a different thing going on. He focuses more on the fun. I want to do the most explosive, crazy kind of movie we can. And there's nothing wrong with either of those paths. They both result in good movies. But I think trying to work together on this flick, that's what resulted in a movie that it just didn't work. They didn't add up in the end, And Lucas's death, I think, is one of the biggest examples of that. It's a cool kill, and it certainly stands out from the film, but it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense not even out, take the logic out of it. I don't care about that. Thematically, it doesn't make sense. Visually, it does not make sense to me for a mom to kill her son that way. I don't know. There's nothing that connects that scene to what gets revealed, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, Kay, thank you for the $5. Cool kill, but if it was a different character, I would have no complaints. If it was a totally different character, I'd be like, yes, that was awesome. If that was Celeste O'Connor, dude, yeah, that would be a fucking sick ass scene. Lisa's Complete Randomness is throwing $2 out there saying, do you think Greg was a better Ghostface than these two? Yes. A pile of meat in a freezer was a better Ghostface than all of the Ghostfaces in Scream 7. I will die on that hill. Greg was way more interesting, frankly. The reveal of Greg was more shocking than anything in Scream 7. So yes, a pile of meat in the fridge was more interesting than all three of our Ghostfaces in Scream 7. And I'm very disappointed to say that. Lisa, thank you for the 2. Hollywood Guys throwing 5 out there saying, don't get me wrong, I do like the movie, but it needs a new coat of paint. Start fresh, no nostalgia, new characters and killers. No Nev or Gail. Hollywood Guy, I'm with you, if I'm being honest. I have nothing against Sydney. I have nothing against Gail. Great characters. But this movie proved it. This movie just proved it. There's nothing else left to write with these characters. We're running in circles just to make another movie. And this movie's going to make a ton of money because nostalgia, and that sells. But is this going to age well? Is this a quality Scream movie? I just don't think so. I just don't think it compares to the wonderful franchise that precedes it. So. What else is going on? Hang on now. Willie D throwing 5 out there saying, I was also very disappointed. I'm so sorry, my friend. Not sure where the franchise goes from here. Really enjoyed your coverage, though, brother. Love your passion and how hard you work. Thank you, Willie. That really does mean a lot to me. Thank you. And there's a big point to be made there is that I was disappointed, but that doesn't mean I'm not a Scream fan anymore. I still love this franchise, and I still see, good sequels to come about, hopefully sometime in the future. And I love most of these movies. We have 6 amazing Scream films that I personally love. Just this one fell short for me. So again, it's not going to deter me from talking about Scream movies in the future. I'm just sad that this one didn't do it for me. I will say I also think there are worse sequels. This is a disaster, but it's not as big of a disaster as movies that have come before. I still think I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 is worse. That was a film where I literally couldn't even understand the dialogue coming from one of the main characters half the time. That's pretty bad. This movie is competent at the very least. It is a finished movie that feels like it's actually done versus the incompetence of something like that, So I can at least give Scream 7 that. It's not the biggest disaster I've ever covered on this page. Cool. It's not great, and I just don't care for it, but I'm glad it wasn't like, oh my, like everyone walked away from this movie and they're like, that was horrible. At least it has its fans. That makes me happy. It makes me happy that people are walking away from this one and they still liked it. That makes me happy. I wish it was better. Scream deserves better too. And you know, that's the other thing. You're going to see a lot of people who are just going to kiss up to this franchise no matter what they put out. No, Scream deserves to be held up to a higher standard because this is a great franchise. And all the sequels should be better, frankly. All the sequels should be great continuations to this franchise. If it bears the name Scream, it should be fucking fantastic because frankly, there are a lot of fantastic Scream movies. And I think that trend can keep going forever. I think there's going to be an infinite amount of ideas that are great to work with this franchise. Maybe we just got to take a little time off. Maybe it's one of those things. But these are just my thoughts. Rick is throwing 5 out there saying, while I do think this movie is bad, it being rated lower than I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 is wild. I'm seeing people, we started a debate here in the chat. Some people are rooting for I Know What You Did Last Summer. Some people are rooting for Scream 7. I think I Know What You Did Last Summer is definitely the one I like least. I think I like Scream 7 more than I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. Me personally. Maybe you disagree, but I mean, I walked out of I Know What You Did Last Summer and I wasn't just like upset that I didn't like the film. I was like, I literally couldn't understand the dialogue. Like it was that nonsensical of a film. Like what? I needed subtitles to finish that movie. And I don't know. That was embarrassing in my opinion. Like Scream 7 had some bad moments. Some things that made me cringe real bad, but at least it was like a finished film. Like that's the big thing. I just can't get over that with I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. That was just, we stooped to such a low point with that film. I think that's one of the worst movies I've ever covered on here. And it sucks because that's a franchise that I think just like Scream could have a future if they chose to go down a certain direction. But they're just not doing that, you know? So Rick, I personally agree. You know, y'all might not. Y'all might have a different take. But I think Scream 7 definitely better than that one, at least for me. But it's close. I'll say that. It's neck and neck. Thank you for the 5. Really do appreciate you, Rick. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. Throwing 5 out there saying I'm on the Stu train as long as he's the killer, but maybe being a mentor to the killers. I could get into that. I just think I think the Scream fans deserve it. I think the Stu fans deserve it after this movie. They've been it's been a lot. It's been a lot for them, and I feel bad. I honestly feel bad for everybody who wants Stu to come back right now. There's things I want to say that shouldn't come. Here's what I'll say about it. There's things that I want to say about it that shouldn't come from me. Maybe it's something we talk about on the Lethal Collective this upcoming Monday. But there's just so many things about this film that rubbed me the wrong way, and that I just did not appreciate, and bums me out. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say for now. Tyler Mann is saying Scream 7 is making money because the series is the only true horror version of an Agatha Christie novel. But if it were told from a perspective from someone who read her novels 30 years later, I mean, you know, I'll be honest with you. I think future Scream movies should take some more notes from the past, you know? I think if you're going to make a great murder mystery, yeah, you got to go back to stuff like that. You know, there's a reason we're still talking about Agatha Christie all these years later, right? It's because she was onto some shit, dude. She had some really cool stories, some really great murder mysteries, big twists, fun ideas. And I feel like if Scream, you know, went back to that, found some inspiration there, opposed to just all of the other murder mystery stuff happening today, maybe we'd get something a little more nuanced. Maybe we'd get something with a little more substance that actually does shock and surprise. So Tyler, I agree. I think we need to go back to those roots of murder mystery history, right? Let's go back to all of that and then see what we can cook up. Hang on now. I think I'm missing stuff again. I'm so sorry. Apologies. I'm not missing stuff. I'm just a silly little guy. Okay, Victor Alves throwing $5 out there. Thank you. I really missed the meta commentary on the horror genre or on the romanticization of true crime. The AI theme has nothing to do with the motivation. I agree. Totally agree. And you know, this could have been a movie where it was commentary on AI in the film industry. That could have been a thing. That could have been a thing here where it was like, we're talking about how that's problematic, that's taking jobs away from people in the industry. That could have been cool. That could have been, a thoughtful thing that Scream could have hit on, but we never got into that. We have characters talking about AI like it's a normal thing that everyone's just using, and it's like, what? I mean, the killers use it for deception, so it's like, okay, you can't really take that any other way except we're vilifying it, and that's cool. It's like, okay, Scream 7, that's great, but this is a franchise that is known for having commentary. This is a franchise that is known for having something to say about these things, and it has nothing else to say. Its presence is made in the film, but what is it really saying about AI, I don't know. I mean, like, Megan did this shit better. And that's a goofy ass, silly movie, for God's sake. I don't know. I just, it's so watered down. It's so surface level. For Scream, we could have done something a little crazier. Especially if you go back to the original Scream, Scream 2 and Scream 4, like these movies are baked with some, like layered with all these crazy different angles and commentary of their subject matter. And it's deep. It's cool. It's a popcorn movie, but it's also thought provoking. And I love that shit. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like, I love watching a popcorn movie, turning my brain off and having fun. But sometimes I want to dig deeper into something. Sometimes that helps me engage with a product. If you're able to, dive into something a little more, that is a little more, I don't know, more of an acquired taste, a little more, has some different flavors to it. So I agree. I wish there was more of that. And you also hit on the true crime thing as well. We haven't really talked about that too much. Yeah, what the fuck? That was like kind of part of the motive, but again, just not really made of any importance. There was too many ideas. It was like all these ideas all together at the same time, and they were all undercooked. Had they just focused on the AI thing, had they just focused on the romanticization of true crime, I'm sick. It's really hard for me to say words. I'm sorry. This movie might have worked, but it was too many things all at once, and none of it worked. It's crazy how that happens, man. Victor Alves, I really appreciate you for the 5. Thank you for the support. And I'm sorry you weren't crazy about the flick. Riley Rage, I love this comment. Scream 4 meta was ahead of the curve. Scream 7 commentary was behind the curve. Lesson needs to be learned with that one. Riley nailed it on the motherfucking head. This movie, 100% agreed. This is a movie that is hitting on things that it's like, we've heard that song and dance, old man. Give us something else. Come on now. If this movie came out like 4 years ago, maybe, maybe I'd be a little more into it, but it's like, man, movies have been there, done that already. Come on now. You nailed it on the head though, my friend. Sion Edwards, what's up, my friend? How are you? Thank you for the 2. I really appreciate that. Why no mention of Sam or Tara at all? Such a diss. It is such a diss. I did something on purpose in my Scream video today, and I want to make a big point to say this now. I did not bring them up in my Scream video. I'm seeing a lot of people online who are saying that, people who are talking negatively about Scream 7, they're just upset that Sam and Tara are not in the film. So I decided to make my video today all about the reasons why just the film itself is not very good. But I can't lie to you, I was very upset by the fact that they never even mentioned Sam or Tara, and they specifically have Gale Weathers say a very poignant line that some of y'all might have caught, saying that she wasn't fired specifically, she just didn't renew her contract. Who do you think wrote that line? Because I don't think it was Kevin Williamson, and I don't think it was Guy Busick. I think put on your tinfoil hats, ladies and gentlemen, but I think the studio might have been behind that little ditty. Fuck that shit, dog. Y'all had so much respect for Sidney Prescott when she didn't show up for Scream 6. Sam and Tara not being mentioned at all? And you have the Meeks Martin twins here too? Again, fuck that shit. Crazy. The disrespect is beyond belief. So yeah, that was wild. Such a diss. Major diss that I was not very happy about whatsoever. Thank you for the 2, though. Greatly appreciate you. Aspen is saying Jake wants to rub the right way only. Yeah. Yes. Only rubbed the right way, damn it. Scream fans deserve to be rubbed the right way, damn it. These are things hills I will die on my soapbox. Let it be so. I like that. Joey Infinity, love the name. What's up, Joey? I'm thankful Stu wasn't revealed at the end. He deserves a great storyline. You're goddamn right, baby. Stu's gonna come back for the next one, be the mastermind behind it all, and all the Stu fans are gonna jump up and down with joy. The redemption is coming. The Stu reckoning, it's on its way. We have to rebel now. That's what we have to do. I make videos of saying I loved 6 mainly because Kirby's in it. Fair enough. I can't argue with that. Where the fuck was Kirby Reed in this movie? I thought she took Ghostfaces very seriously. Maybe she just quit. Maybe she's just like, you know what? Fuck that shit after the last one. I don't know. But yeah, another problem with 7. No Kirby Reed. Them's the rules. Gotta have Kirby Reed in there. You established that in the last movie, dog. Who do I gotta fight? I'm kidding. DF is saying, I think a good motive would be for some of the loved ones of the previous victims could like band together and try to kill Sydney, because it seems like as long as she's alive, more people are going to die. I actually would be all about this. The idea of like victims of the past. You're playing into the trope of Scream having family member characters come out of the woodwork and randomly be killers. You're playing into that, but with purpose. Giving them this motive of, well, Sydney, if you die, no one else has to suffer like all of us. That's your cult of Ghostface. And it's playing off of a few things, right? It's making fun of the franchise. It's I'm too tired to remember the word. It's making fun of itself. It's not defecating, whatever. Making fun of yourself. Brain's not working so well. I'm sick, guys. Apologies. You're making fun of yourself with this, making fun of the franchise, which would be great. That would be great. That would be funny. It's disarming is what it is. Then on top of that, you do the cult of Ghostface thing, finally, which a lot of people want to see. Lots of different Ghostfaces all coming together, banding together to kill Sydney, saying if you die, no one else has to suffer like we do. It's commentary on the franchise. It's fun. It's playful. I think that could be cool, personally. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel. Throwing $10 out there saying, sorry to go off topic, but I would have preferred Will being the killer on the island. And then wait. And then Ben being revealed in the third act. And I still know what you did last summer. Oh, okay. Okay. Ben Wilson? Is that what you're saying? Or Will Benson? That's what it is. Because it's Ben's son. How could I forget that? He definitely should have been. He definitely should have been. It should have been Ben's grandson. And we should have had someone with that last name in this movie. That would have been crazy. I would have loved something else for I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. I agree. I would have liked to have seen something else happen. Opposed to what actually what ended up going down. So I'm with you there. I'm with you. Try something else out. Damn it. Paul, Mr. Mastermind Killer, thank you for the 10. You're saying the reveal could have been good, but it seemed rushed and an afterthought. Such as, oh yeah, we forgot to do a reveal and only have 5 minutes of the film left to fit it in. I will never do 6, 7 again. Damn it, Paul, you're killing me here. That's really funny. Yeah, feels like an afterthought. Feels like something that was just kind of thrown in there last minute because we had to have a reveal, you know? It just didn't make sense. I'm just not crazy about it. Feels very rushed. You can tell it's a product of a rushed and rewritten script, and that sucks. That's never fun when you get things like that, especially in beloved franchises like Scream. And I can't even believe that after Scream 6 had such an obvious reveal, somehow we do one that's worse. I had this thing all figured out. I just couldn't believe it. It's crazy shit. But yeah, Paul, I was pretty disappointed with this one. But hopefully the next one will be better. You never know. You never know what'll happen. And Paul, I just appreciate the 10. Thank you for the support. And we got to talk soon about your audio setup. I have not forgotten about that. I hope you know. It's been chaos over here. So we're gonna get to that very soon, though. We have Daniel hanging out with us. He loved Scream 7. Let's see what his thoughts are. Let's get to it. Daniel from France What's up, Daniel from France? You loved Scream 7. Sorry, guys, I think people were expecting too much, but it was a good movie. What did you like about it? Let us know. Let us know specifics, baby. We want to know. Get into the nitty gritty tonight. That's what we're doing. And again, everyone be nice to Daniel, okay? It's okay if you liked the movie. It's okay if you didn't like the movie. We want to hear from everybody tonight. I got my stupid opinion, and you got yours. So let's get to it all. Let's break it all down, baby. We're welcoming everybody if you're just joining us. If you liked Scream 7, if you disliked it, you are welcome here, my friend. That means you're a Scream fan. Love it or hate it, baby. And we love that shit. Aurora's Phantasm is saying, hey, Jake, just logging on for a few minutes before going to bed. Thank you for being so honest with your opinion. Of course, my friend. There are other creators raving about loving this film, but it's obvious they are lying. Here's the thing. I think it's like, I know some people probably enjoyed the film, but I'm seeing people saying it's the best Scream film ever and all that. And I'm just like, come on. I respect everybody's opinions, but come on. You know, like, dog, some people are overhyping it. And you know what? That gets more clicks. That gets more views. But I believe in honesty. I don't want to build a platform off of BS and lies. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather build it off of, I'm so comfortable up here because I can be honest. I can be myself. And it's wonderful. And I think that people feel the need to say one thing or the other because they're worried about what people are going to say about it. I was nervous uploading my review today. Can I be honest? I was like, I asked some other creators. I was texting people last night, and I'm like, I'm going to lose like 1,000 subscribers today probably because I just did not like this movie at all, and I know some people are not going to be here for that. I had plenty of people comment on my video last night saying I'm unsubscribing from this page. Well, it's funny because honesty really, really does pay off. I am up 60 subscribers today. So thank you guys, because even though I did lose a few people, I gained many others. So if there's any lesson to be learned there, always be honest. Just be honest with shit, man. Sometimes the truth hurts, but nothing hurts worse than getting caught in a lie. I promise. I promise you that. Luddy Network, thank you so much for coming to the Ghostface tier. Appreciate that a ton. Guys, this is, and something else I've never forgotten about Luddy Network. This is the guy that sent me a fucking flamethrower in the mail. Yeah, that's for real. I'm not making that up. Listen, that sounds like I'm lying, doesn't it? No, Luddy can vouch for me. He actually sent me a motherfucking flamethrower in the mail, and is like the coolest dude ever. So Luddy, thank you for being with us. You're saying, dude, I saw it in the morning in IMAX. I'm so upset. I'm sorry you didn't like it, my friend. Thank you for being with us, though, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here for a little group therapy, because damn it, I think we all need it. We all need a little group therapy right now. Did Daniel from France get back to me? Because I really want to hear if Daniel. I want to hear why Daniel from France liked the movie. I'm looking for Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Daniel Polanyi. Daniel Polanyi. There we go. Love the Tatum and Sydney dynamic and the family issue, because that was the plot of the movie. The chase scenes and attacks were creative. Brutal, and Williamson addressed our toxic fandom. See, I feel like Williamson was being toxic addressing the fandom. If that makes sense. That's what I wasn't really, I guess that's what I wasn't really happy about. I just felt like it was felt like a little bit of a kick in the nuts for me to certain fans. And that's no fun. It's not a good time. There's nothing wrong. Listen, there's theories that I disagree with, but I don't think anyone's dumb for having a theory for a Scream movie. Nothing wrong with that. I'm glad that you like the relationship between Tatum and Sydney. I think that started off in a really good place. I'll give you that. I think it started in this nice little relatable box. It kind of spiraled out of control for me personally, but I thought it was cool, where it started off, so. Hey, yo, Blucka is hanging out with us. What's up, my friend? How we doing? Are you excited for Scary Movie 6? I imagine so, because of your profile picture. You're saying Scream 7 basically copied H2O's 7th film, returned to the original final girl after decades, has a family, features generational trauma, killer targets their kid, which gets their friends killed. Yeah, kind of did, didn't it? Kind of was just Scream H2O. Which is a little disappointing. H2O is not even, like, it's okay. It's all right. I don't know. I've never been crazy about H2O. It's a fine watch. Feels very late 90s, which is fun, but outside of that, not much else to write home about. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I believe, is in that film. Little fun fact, I guess. But yeah, it's just okay. So, kind of weird. Paul has become a Ghostface person as well, and just upgraded to Art the Clown membership, baby. Let's go, Paul. You fucking rock, baby. Let's go. Thank you, Paul. So much love, so much love. How in the world Jason from Scream 6 is better than these clowns in Scream 7 and basically had more screen time than all three killers? I know. You think you're frustrated with this? I talk about this shit on the daily, brother. I'm doing this right now. I'm like, what? Huh? What's going on? Do you guys see how sweaty I'm getting over this? Sorry. Comment made me lose my mind. I'm freaking out, man. I need another good Scream movie. I'm gonna actually crap my pants if we don't get another good one. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel. Hopefully you're in the next one. Throwing 5 out there saying a fun thing would to have Roger L. Jackson have a cameo in a Scream movie. Pause. What the? This is another thing This is another thing I will never forgive Scream 7 for. Roger L. Jackson didn't do fucking shit in this movie. What? You're going to make a Scream movie and you're not going to give Roger L. Jackson some badass fucking lines to say? There's nothing. There's not one Ghostface line or moment. Not one. So disappointing. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Every phone call in this movie is like Stu saying some goofy ass shit to Nev Campbell and then doing this like thing with his finger hanging up the phone call. I'm like, dude, that's so dumb. Like, you got to know that's dumb. You got to know that's goofy. Come on. The finger thing, it killed me every fucking time. Like, dude, shout out to Darjan. We were having a lot of fun with this movie. I gotta admit, we were making it fun. We were like, I'm suffering right now, but we're still gonna make this fun. And every time he did that shit with his finger, he's just like, I'm coming for you, Sydney. Hangs up the call with that fast finger. That's what I'm gonna start calling AI Stu fast fingers. Because, man, that was insane. I was really frustrated with that, man. Roger should have been given more to do. Come on now. Anyways, Roger deserves a cameo. Maybe his voice was used as the voice changer. You should, another thing we got to do for the next one is give Roger some more work, like double time. Give Roger like a million cool ass lines because, man, he fucking deserves it. Come on. I feel bad for Roger, dude. That was such a bummer with this movie. Sion Edwards throwing 2 out there again saying, craving something scary, be happier on the Stu train. What would he enjoy? I can't speak for him. I can't speak for Steven. I just don't know. I just don't know if he would have liked this movie, and again, I can't speak for him, but I like, for me at least, walking out of the theater for this one, I just feel like it was like making fun of the thing that he loved so much. And rest in peace to my good friend. I miss him every day. I wish we could talk about this movie together because I just miss him. I miss him a lot, and I would love to be talking Scream with him right now. But walking out of this movie, I just remember how excited he was for this flick to possibly be getting Stu. And I'm like, you know what? How I've been looking at it for a while is I'm like, I might not be crazy about it, but I got a lot of my fan theories, kind of cherry picked and utilized in Scream 6. This is the time for him to shine, baby. And I just like, for me, I'm walking out of the theater and I'm like, that movie was just like making fun of that theory that he loved and cherished and praised all the time. And that just, it rubs me the wrong way, man. It really rubs me the wrong way. And I can't get over that. I'm never going to get over that with this film. I think it's the only Scream movie I'm never going to love. I don't think I can ever come to really like this one because it's such a kick in the teeth to fans. You should, if you have a crazy fan theory for something, you should never be punished for that. Like, there's nothing wrong with a healthy debate. We'll go back and forth about the Stu thing all the time, but even I, Killjoy Jake, who's not crazy about the Stu thing, I still dressed up all crazy, like with slicked back hair, and went on to Craven Something Scary's page a long time ago, and we did a whole stream together talking about Stu Macher and being alive, and I defended the point. We got to be more open-minded, man. We got to be more open-minded. We have to understand where fans are coming from and just have some fun with it, man. Because that's the point of all this shit. It's for jokes. It's for fun. It's for having a good time. Go out to the theater, see something cool. And for a movie, like, to me, what I'm realizing through Scream 7 is the worst thing that a franchise continuation can do is stomp on the hearts of fans and say that your theories are dumb. shut up. That's what this movie is saying to me. And I can't get over that. I could excuse a film that was just poorly executed. That's one thing. That's a weekend of disappointment. This is a blemish on the franchise. Is what this turns out to be because of that. And I'm never gonna get over that with this flick. It's such a bummer, man. It's such a bummer. I'm dead serious. I want Stu to come back now. They better fucking have him. They better have it. They better make it happen. So, Sion, thank you for the 2. Really appreciate the support. Again, I cannot speak for Steven, but I don't know how he would have felt about it. I really don't. It's not, to me, I don't feel it's so clear cut. We also got Horror B out here saying, for me, the suspense was there. Sydney's story and character development was enjoyable. There were such hopes until the AI aspect went nowhere and the killer reveals made no sense for the story. Feels like a big majority consensus as people really enjoyed the first 2 acts. Third act, not so much. I'm like, I don't know, man. Sidney Prescott to me, I just did not care for in this movie. And I hate to say that, because I love Sydney in literally every other film. I mean, even 5, where she just shows up at the end. I mean, that was cool. She like kind of came in, was the hero, saved the day, burnt the shit out of Amber. That was badass. Here, we're seeing Sidney Prescott be deceived like a grandmother on her phone, being like, is that an AI video? I can't tell. You know, it's funny when Ash Williams does that, right? Ash Williams has always been a character who's been like a bumbling buffoon who somehow still comes out on top at the end. That's the fun of watching that character. Sidney Prescott is not that at all. You know what I mean? Sidney Prescott is a character who is intelligent, who is, just this badass character who's always using her brain and bests some pretty terrible situations. And that's not what we saw on display here. And I think that to me is why I can't get into it. I love seeing Sydney as a mama bear protecting her kid. That was fun. And I think that won some people over. I think that had people, they were like, that's all I wanted. Rock on. If that did it for you, cool. I just couldn't get over that. I couldn't get over the Sydney just being fooled by AI videos on her phone. It never worked for me. And it also didn't help that the videos themselves were just so goofy. I mean, Matthew Lillard was hamming it up, and not in a good way. I love Matthew. So much love to him, but man, I did not care for these goofy ass videos. I don't know. It honestly bogged down the whole first 2 acts of the film for me. Paul from Mr. Mastermind Killer throwing $5 out there saying, going to watch I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 now, so we can watch a great horror movie. Good night, all. Paul, I respect that opinion. I respect it so much. Thank you for the 5. I'm glad you enjoy that one. Rinse out Scream 7 from your mouth, my friend. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being with us. Have a nice night. Have a fun weekend. And enjoy a good movie, damn it. Horror B is saying the movie wasn't the worst by far. I was happy with so much of it. But man, if Elaine could have just been picked, it could have been great in a top tier. I do agree that there was a lot of potential for Scream 7. And that's something I can say about a lot of movies that I find to not really love. There was potential with this film. There was some cool ideas being bounced around, but it was too much. It was way too much. Way too much all at the same time that I just did not care for. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface, throwing 5 out there saying Mark should have been used like Sydney's dad as the fall guy. I mean, he kind of served that purpose towards the end, right? I don't know how he lived from all those stab wounds and just laid there bleeding all that time, but he was kind of that. He was kind of, in a way, the fall guy. Well, I don't know. They didn't really, like, pit the murders on him, though. You know, you're trying to say, like, they want to do the Neil Prescott thing where trying to blame him and all that. That wasn't really the case. I don't know what the Ghostface's plan was, if I'm being totally real. That didn't make any sense at all to me. There was no plan. It was just, we're going to go after Sydney and traumatize Tatum. That's it. That's all we got. We didn't really think all this through. So yeah, they needed a fall guy. They needed someone to blame, and they didn't really have that. Thank you for the 5, my friend. Fallon Vamp is saying, I don't think it made fun of the fan theories. I thought it was fun that they made it part of the story. My thing, that my bigger, like, the thing I can't get over, the thing I will never get over with the film is we marketed the movie by saying, like, all these teases at Stu. We're burning down Stu's house. We have Stu's voice at the end saying, this is going to be fun. And then we actually get into the movie itself, and it's the same energy. It's like, Stu Macher could be back. Stu Macher could be alive, and we're going to fool Sidney Prescott into thinking that Stu Macher is back. And then the line that Ethan Embry says when he's revealed, he says that, no, of course Stu Macher is dead. Anyone who thinks that is dumb. I'm paraphrasing, but it's basically that. He's saying you're dumb for thinking that Stu Macher is alive. These movies are meta. That there's a point to be made with all of that. There's a reason they focus so much of the commentary and marketing on Stu Macher. It was to make us think that he was coming back. And frankly, to me, it doesn't play as a fun shock and surprise of the film. It plays as a dirty trick to get butts in seats. And I don't care. I just don't care for that. I feel like the drop off for this movie from first weekend to the second weekend is going to be rough because of that. There's a way they could have handled this though, where it could have worked and it wouldn't have felt malicious. But because they did it that way, I feel like a lot of fans are going to be turned off from this one. And frankly, I don't even care. The theory is not even one that I really love all that much, but I'm turned away from that. Because frankly, I don't want these movies to be shitting on any fan theories. I think that sucks. There's nothing wrong with a playful jab. Going back to Scream 6, it was funny when we killed one of our new ghost faces with the same TV that killed Stu Macher. That was playful. That was tongue in cheek. That wasn't saying you're dumb for thinking that Stu Macher is still alive. It wasn't. That was playful. That was a good time. It was a fun little joke. That was recognizing the audience and putting you up on the big screen. This was just rude, is what this was. I don't know. That's a hill I'm gonna die on with this movie. I did not care for the attitude that they threw out there. Tyler's going to have an aneurysm in the chat here. He's saying you are 1000% wrong about Sydney on this one. What else did they do with Sydney in this movie except for fool her into thinking AI videos on her phone were real? I mean seriously, what else did they do with this character arc? Nothing. She's Tatum's mom. She's overbearing. That's okay, but in terms of story, in terms of what we're doing to, figure out, to figure this shit out, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they did anything else with Sydney that was really worth my time outside of she's an old lady who is being fooled by AI videos on her phone now. I don't know. Crazy stuff. And we even have Sam Reckner's character say that's AI. Like, oh, it's really good AI. You can tell from the shadows or whatever. But like he identifies it as AI. So what was the point of having her believe it was real the whole time? And also, you're telling me that at the end too? Like, what was the point of that end sequence where we have Debbie Salt there? We have Scott Foley back as Roman Bridger. We have Dewey back. Does she believe all those characters are alive? Is that what the movie is trying to tell me? Because based on what came before, that's what happened. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know what the movie's trying to tell me. So Kevin has been trolling all you guys for 15 years and he got his joke in. Yeah, but you didn't have to be a dick about it. He was a total dick about it, dude. Look, when you put a piece of art out there, when you put a movie out into the world, it is no longer yours. This is something that I feel like a lot of creators don't understand. When you put a movie out there, a piece of art, the fan interpretation is what it becomes. And if fans want Stu to come back, they are not invalid for that. That's a theory. And you can disagree with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But for Kevin Williamson to say that you're dumb for thinking that's a step too far. You've officially crossed the line into territory where you think you're better than the audience that likes your thing. And I don't know if that's Kevin's fault. I don't know who wrote that line. I don't know who put that anger into the film, but I don't care for it. And I'm sorry, that's a hill I'm going to die on. I don't know how else to interpret this film. Me walking out of that film, that was the biggest thought in my brain. I couldn't believe they put that in the film with such negativity. And hey, maybe you interpret it differently. That's all good. But it's just, I can't look at it any other way, really. Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface, throwing 5 out there. What do you think of the new killers in a Scream movie using skin masks? I love this already. Skin masks, you got me sold. I love it. That's weird. That's gross. I'm into it. Similar to Mission Impossible, maybe to frame Sydney or Tatum. Oh, okay. So less like Leatherface, more like realism. Like we're slipping into different characters and all that. I guess Ghostface has been very technologically advanced, right? That's been a big part of Ghostface and, their MO, I guess, in the last couple of flicks. So I wouldn't be like totally against it. But I feel like there is a point where you can push it too far with the tech that they use. Like going back to Scream 3, the voice changer back in 2000 was almost like borderline nonsensical. Nowadays it makes sense because we really have that tech and it really is a problem. But back in 2000, it was a little corny. Might not have worked as well. So I would say, like, if that, I guess, like, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I think after Scream 7, I'm really just, I want them to go back to basics. I'm like, they're trying too many weird things out, and none of them are working. None of it's landed, at least for me. Jason wants to play some RE9. I might hop over to that. I'm feeling it. Let's do it. Let's start it up. I'm gonna make it happen. I see a lot of people disagreeing with me about the Stu thing. I'll say this. One last thing. You based your whole marketing campaign off of Stu Macher. Everything was about Stu. Everything was about, I'm somebody from your past. This whole movie was about that. That's why it was in the marketing. What was the point there? What was the point to be made with that? I mean, seriously, what were they trying to say about the fan base there? Outside of you're dumb, outside of the literal thing that the character says, you're dumb for believing he's alive. You might disagree, and that's fine. I'm of the opinion that this movie was trying to say, shut up about the Stu thing. We're never going to do it. And you're dumb for thinking that. And frankly, I think that sucks. I'm never going to love Scream 7 for that reason. That bums me out. No one's fan theory should be shot down. I think that fan theories they breed creativity, if nothing else. And we should not be shooting that thing down. We should not be shooting that down by any means. And that's something that I just feel like is very important. Very, very important to, especially this community. We have a whole bunch of different crazy ideas. I mean, every single night that we do a live stream like this, we have a really fun idea come about. And you guys might hear it and think, well, that might not really work. But you know what? In the moment, it was a really fun thing to talk about. And maybe it's something that, in a way, a Scream movie can explore in the future. I mean, we did Red Right Hand back in 2022. That was a movie that I was so passionate about, that I know didn't turn out perfectly, but it's a movie from the killer's perspective. And then here we get into Scream 6, and that happens in the opening scene. That felt amazing. That was a wonderful thing, and I would hate to rip that away from any other fans out there. Yes. Sorry, everybody. All right, we're going to hop on over to playing some games. So I hope you guys will stick around. We're playing Resident Evil 9. Game just freaking came out. I'm going to take a very quick break, and then we'll be right back to it. But first, as always, a message from Arthur the Clown.
Corey? I wonder what I got. Corey!
Yo, 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 everybody. What's up? What's up? How we doing? Jasper's saying who else's questions never got answered by Jake. Well, your question just got answered now. So get wrecked. Jasper, I do my best. We had 170 people in here tonight. And I try to get to everybody as much as I can. So apologies there. We got Melissa Wildcard out there saying, I'm surprised Fate hasn't done a video yet. He hasn't? That's nuts. He's usually on that shit. I'm going to have to, I haven't talked. I don't know his thoughts really. I know it's interesting. I don't know. He sent me like one text about it saying he was mixed. But that's really all I know. So I am definitely excited. Yo, Evan from Rockland Graves just texted me and he said, I see you're hopping on Resident Evil Requiem. I'm getting it started right now. Taking a long time to load. My computer does not like this, so apologies, guys. We're making it happen. Change here. Let's put it up on screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Too. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get this up on screen for y'all. Playing the new Resident Evil. I'm so excited for this. Okay, we made it in. Okay, I need audio though. I don't think it's coming through my headphones. Like I'm not hearing anything unless, hang on. Okay. That's on me. That's my bad. Okay, nope, we're good. Okay, cool. Hey, don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. Thank you for the 5. You're saying you might disagree, but the one positive was Marco Beltrami's score. I'm looking forward to the soundtrack. Let's bring back the whodunit and Scream. It just never poked out to me. Can I be honest? Like, I was really listening for it. Not really a moment with the score that I was like, ooh, this was good. I hate to say that too, because I was actually really excited for the score to rock in this. Outside of little references to the past, like I heard like Sydney's Lament was in there. There was like an evil version of Dewey's theme. But I don't know, man. Outside of that, there just never was really anything that really stood out. I hate to say it. I was actually really looking forward to that too, but I will give it another watch at some point. I'm not racing to go back to it. I think if I watch it now, I'm just going to be pissed with it because, man, almost every thought I have about this film is like, that was that was just not the right direction that would work for me. But yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I ain't even gonna read that fucking headline. Oh, I'm about to be so. Don't get me started on Scream. I need to have some Resident Evil therapy. I just saw a headline for Scream 7 that makes me want to actually shit my pants right now. But my friend, thank you for the 5. I'll listen to the score at some point. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be better the second time around. That Scary Movie 6 trailer needs to release online for you guys to see because there are some great moments in that. Guys, the best part of seeing Scream 7 was the Scary Movie 6 trailer. It looks fucking hilarious. I am so damn excited for it. And GullGotha, I'm glad you're excited for it too. It feels like some global disaster event is going to happen soon when me and Jake align on a movie. I know, dude. I know that almost never happens. GullGotha, and I don't mean this in a negative way by any means, but I feel like you dislike most of what you watch, and I really like most of what I watch. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But just based on some of your previous comments, just what goes to my head. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with taking a lot to satisfy a person, you know what I'm saying? Keith, thanks for being with us. Scream 7 is terrible. Jake kept it real. Love you. Thank you for being with us. Let's get into this. Guys, can I be so real? I'm exhausted. I think if I do anything other than casual, I'm gonna get my ass absolutely handed to me. I haven't played a Resident Evil game in years. I'm going casual. I just want to have fun. Okay, maybe I'll play this game on regular mode and be stressed out at some point in the future. But I'm here to have a fun stream. I'm so sorry. FBI.
Sorry.
Is Agent Kirby Reed here? It kind of looks like Lance Reddick, doesn't it? Rest in peace, of course. Chillin', Killin' Dylan is saying pros outweigh the cons, in my opinion, for Scream 7.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
Grace has got to get organized. Damn. Looks like my desk.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating.
Oh, shit.
Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. Look,
Like she's seen a ghost.
I know that's where your mother was murdered.
Ah, there's the ghost.
And
It's
know
almost
it
like
would
I
be
knew that.
upsetting for you. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Confront that fear head on. Grace, I won't force you to go. But do you think you can do this for me? Investigate that crime scene and report back to me with your findings.
Yeah, Zach Krager's got a new Resident Evil movie coming out this year. Really excited for that.
That's all for now.
All right, let's go investigate, guys. Ready to fight some zombies. Ugh. Biggest cons was the Ghostface reveal. It had no good lines. Main pros, the action, the kills, good God. Kills were brutal and over the top, baby. I did love that. Dude, this game looks gorgeous. God damn.
Sorry.
Fuck you, dude. Damn. What was that all about? Riley, thanks for being with us. So much love. Oh, man, I'm going to have to change that. Dude, that's crazy. Hang on now. That sensitivity is not going to do. Where's sensitivity? Assist level? That's not what I'm looking for. Sorry, everything's just a little, like, stilted. Is it controls, basic setting, controller? Where are we looking here? Run type toggle, tap repeatedly. I need, like... So sorry, everybody. We're going to get this figured out. Dog, is there really not a sensitivity? That's crazy. It wouldn't be an audio. Accessibility. I really got to just deal with that. Okay. I just got to deal with how this... Dude, this is crazy slow.
It should be around here. So, where are we going?
Get out of my way. Meatloaf burger steaks. Can I go into the Grill 14, the family owned? Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Is this the Renwood? You guys want to go to the liquor store? I can't go to the liquor store. Damn it. Love the first person after RE7 and RE8. So it gave me an option to play third person, but it's like you can do both in this game. That's kind of the point. People are missing. That's spooky. So you play as Leon in this game eventually, and that's where you go third person, which is fun. So it's kind of like Resident Evil 4 in that way, but this storyline's more like Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8. So it's like, you get like a little bit of a back and forth, which is cool. Yeah, I'll try it out. I'll do the third person at some point too.
Hey, that's a restricted area. You can't go in there.
Why?
It's an active crime scene.
Aren't you FBI, dog?
Right, sorry. Just a sec.
Oh, you're FBI?
Yeah.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Heck yeah.
It's the 5th one now, right? I heard they all have the same weird bruises. So you think it's something infectious or terrorism or...
Something infectious.
Why else would the FBI be investigating, right?
I can almost guarantee
Hey, are
it.
you with me?
There might be answers inside.
Yeah, sure, right.
Interesting characterization for this character. Sydney's headshot to Ethan Embry's character was so much better than Dewey's attempt at a headshot in the franchise. Dewey was never the best aim, right?
Whole building's condemned. Word is they're finally gonna bring the whole place down.
Yeah, thanks.
I do not like... Man, the camera is crazy slow in this. I'm not a fan of that one bit. But we're going to work around it. Okay, I'm getting the controls down a little more. Do they have like a quick... You know how like sometimes you can like turn around really quick in games? No, I don't. Pressing all the buttons. And the buttons are not working. What's up, Blake? How we doing? Hopefully Saw 11 is the next big horror movie to come out. Oh, give it to me, baby. Don't forget we got Evil Dead Burn. We got Ready or Not 2 this year. We got a lot of good ones still to come.
Why am I even here?
Control is to crouch. Okay. Control is to stand up. Control them legs. Oh my god, that's a big-ass bird. Look at all them birds up there. God, this is a gorgeous video game. Can't go in there. Nothing to do. Rodenticide? Rodenticide. Something. Beware of rats. I think we're going to get some rat monsters, guys. I'm vibing with that. You guys know how I love rats. Can we turn on the TV? The Rain TV? It's saving. That tells me something scary is going to happen. Girl, please tell me you got a light. Yeah. Come on now. Oh, man, this is... I'm already scared. I think we're getting right into the horror with this one. The fuck was that? That was me. That was my foot. Okay. Rats were in the kitchen. Little did you guys know Resident Evil 9 is actually Ratatouille too. Lemmy goes berserk.
I can't. It's too much.
There's probably a big old nasty rat monster in there. Read the investigation report. Probably should have done that before I got in here, right? You can check your acquired items from the items menu and examine them for more details. Okay. Let's read this. Investigation report. A report that details the unexplained death at the Wrenwood Hotel. Is that... Oh, okay. Just got to press F and I can open it up. All right. Some scary images. On September 28th of 2026, a couple days after my birthday, at 11:20 p.m., the body of a man was found in an abandoned hotel in the Midwestern city of Wrenwood. The body was discovered in the hotel restroom. Based on the level of decay, it is suspected to have been there for several days. Gross. I like it. There's the body. Oh, and dude, he ate poop before he died? Oh, God, that's not a good way to go. Just eating poop until you die. Prior to this incident, multiple cases of similarly mysterious deaths have been reported in locations across the United States of America. H. Ramirez, 59, pronounced dead at Stoneville Hospital. Too much poop in his system. E. Wilkins, 51, also pronounced dead at Hotel Denbar. Similar cause of death. Too much poop in the eyeballs, as you can see. Look, this guy's got poop all over his face. K. White, 67, a lot of old fellas, pronounced dead at Green Oak Apartments. M. Warren, 90. Okay, dude lived to 90. That's not bad. Pronounced dead at Night Valley Nursing Home. It has been confirmed that all the identified victims were survivors of the Raccoon City incident. The victims' bodies all had extensive black bruising and poop in their mouths. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Got it. We're learning. We're learning things about the crimes. I'm hearing my own footsteps and I'm getting scared, dude. Okay, get a lot of foot traffic happened here. There's like a 7 thing going on here. You know, I gotta look for clues. Yo, what's up? What's up? Scream 7 beats Psycho Killer? For sure, dude. Psycho Killer is still my least favorite of the year. Screw that movie. That's crazy. Yo, thank you for the 5, though, my friend. Really appreciate that. Grace Ashcroft, that is literally me. Bro, would you not be shitting your pants if there was a picture of you? Then a Let's Talk, room 204. I would leave. Oh, hell no.
Who's there?
You know, the FBI might not be the job for you, Grace, and that's okay. I'd be too scared to do this shit, too. Are you kidding me? No way. No way.
What do I do?
Don't feel bad for me, Jasper. I am a very lucky fella. Scratches on the table. Whoever could have done this except for a big old nasty rat monster. Mother of pearl. Rat monster tails. I thought I saw those coming. Sick. That's some scary Nosferatu shit, bro. Let's see what's over here just real quick. Not a whole lot. Okay. Any more bullets? I noticed we only have 9 bullets, and that's not great. Rat monsters are probably going to take more than that to, you know, get put down. Just saying. Oh, we got some cockroaches. What's up, fellas? How we doing? Oh, you can just walk into things. Okay. Not that one, though. Why? Why? Don't eat poop. Oh, God. Oh, God. Great. Dude, seriously, for real, though? Don't you be sticking your hand in that. What? Dog. Huh? I'm shitting bricks right now. Do I want to direct Scream films? You know, no. I have to say it. I love the Scream movies, but I would rather direct an Evil Dead film. That's my love. I did my Scream film with my fan film, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, Erica's even saying it. Check that out. They would never let me make that movie with a budget, and I'm happy to have done that. So that's where I'm at with making Scream movies. My buddy Eric's really trying to convince me to do one, though. So maybe I'll do another one. Hotel pamphlet. The Wrenwood Hotel has been welcoming guests from all walks of life since the opening its doors in 1928. Experience the warm embrace of nearly a century's worth of history, along with Wrenwood's time-honored traditions. Cool. The fuck? There's no music. It's just scary shit. Kind of a vibe. You know, sometimes less music is just... Sometimes that's even scarier than just... If you had some good horror movie music atmosphere, you know? Oh, here we go. Got ourselves a map. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Anything on the back? What are we looking at here? Where are we trying to get to? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Room 204, right? Okay, we got to get to the second floor, then it seems. Okay, so that I'm not going to read all that, but basically they're closing. They're like, we done. We done, dog. Why am I opening up that locker if there ain't nothing in it? Yeah, someone else is definitely here, fellas. You're going to see Scared to Death, Jake? You absolutely are, dude. This... Oh, man. This movie is... the Resident Evil games scare the shit out of me. Resident Evil 7, the first couple minutes of that, that's really all I've played of it, sadly. It is scary as shit. I don't have a key for this. Okay. Keeping that in my thoughts. Wire cutters. How?
Shit.
How, dog? Okay. Whew. I'm not gonna be scared. I'm not gonna be scared. Hey, I just got the thing for that. Look at that. We're solving all kinds of puzzles. I think I just walked into Silent Hill. Oh my god. Absolutely fucking not. Are you kidding me, dude? Oh jeez. Okay, let's check it out then, I guess. Can I really not go in there? The door's blocked off? Okay. I'm concerned. Dog, what?
Who?
Oh, it's a bunch of pictures of me. I don't like it. Flashback? Okay, okay. 8 years? Fuck. We're all over the place.
Anne,
Hi, Mom.
you have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost done. Just a sec.
What am I gonna do with you?
What you always do? Nag at me until I go to bed?
No, it's really coming down hard.
Mom, phone. Mom.
It's right beside you.
Jasper, my back feels
Hello?
30 plus years old.
Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me.
Rude.
What the?
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Dude, this is crazy. How old am I? I am 27. Turning
Hurry.
28 this year.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time.
I feel like there's about to be like a quick time event or something, you know?
Stay close.
No,
All right.
Wait,
Grace, come on, keep moving.
I'm holding shift.
I'm coming.
Grace, hurry. Keep moving.
Why are we running? I'm waiting for the monster to get revealed.
I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
Oh, it's probably the electrical panel. It's 40 years old, so it doesn't take much to trip it. It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
Oh shit, here we go. Oh my god, what the fuck is going... Guys, Ghostface is in the movie, in the game.
What the hell, Mom?
No, Grace. No. Grace, stay close to me.
Holy shit.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on? Mom, what are you doing?
You almost got platinum on this already? Damn, I'm just starting.
What did you hide behind that painting?
That's important. Remember the painting.
We need to find another way out.
I'm staying close to you.
Grace, come on.
I'm not letting my mom out of my sight.
Come on in, Grace.
I'm calling the police.
No, don't go.
Hello? Yes, I want to report a murder. No, murders.
Grace.
Yes. The Renwood Hotel. Yes. Hurry, please. The police are on their way. Oh, my God.
I'd be doing that shit too,
I
dude.
feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days.
Deep breathing and I'm just yawning.
Grace. Please know
Say la
that
vie.
you are my hope. Never forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too, Mom. Now don't go dying on me.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff,
We
Mom.
can come back for it later, Grace.
I saw that coming. Could have told you that was gonna happen. Come on now.
Found you.
What is going on? This shit is personal. Bro, this voice actress going off. Man, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's a performance. You could hear the pain in her voice. Man, that was good.
So sorry. This is my fault.
And the phone will ring, and no one will be there. Ooh. Oh, look at that old ass phone.
Hello?
Do you like scary movies?
Who is this? I need to get out of here.
Something important. I'll explain later.
What did you hide behind that painting?
What did she hide behind that painting? Was that a SpongeBob reference? Critical Overlord, I'm full of them. SpongeBob is my favorite thing ever. That's number one. I was waiting for a cheap jump scare, dog. Okay. Nothing behind curtain number 1 there. Feather Snow Ultra Soft. I bet that's still good. You think that's soaked up all the, all the shit in the walls? Probably. Okay. All the sewage that's probably running amok in here. All right, we got to go find that painting now. I don't remember really where that was, if I'm being totally mother of pearl. What is happening here? Okay, where the fuck was that painting? I'm so paranoid right now, dude. Okay, we definitely went... I remember coming down here with Mom. I think it was down here somewhere. Oh, God. Someone's here with me, dog. Always ready. You got to be strapped coming into a Resident Evil game, bro. Got to be strapped. No other way to live. Okay. Painting right there. There it is. Found it. Let's see what's in here. Okay. Okay. Show me what's in there. October 17th, 2018. We're bouncing all over the place in time. Work has settled down. We're heading to a new town the day after tomorrow. I'm thankful my freelance work allows me to work anywhere, but I'm worried about Grace. It's difficult for her to make friends when we're constantly on the move. Maybe we can spend a little more time in the next town. October 18th, 2018. Finished some research and stopped in a cafe when I noticed a hooded man. I could have sworn he was watching me. His name was Carl, and he got a coffee from my shop. He might be a ghostface. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. October 19th, 2018. I saw that hooded man again. He's definitely following me. We only just got here, but I think we should move on. I can't let anything happen to Grace. Sounds like some Sidney Prescott action. Oh, there's something else in there. Can I just take it? Cool.
Sorry, officer.
Oh, my guy's dead.
What's wrong?
Something stung me.
What?
Are you okay? What do I do?
Oh, that doesn't look good, bro. That's a couple of teeth. Oh, are you stuck on the... Oh, no. No.
What are you doing?
Holy dude, I'm shitting bricks right now. Okay. I know where to go with that. Oh my god, get up and go.
Get away! Get away from me!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh shit! Stay away!
This is so good, dude. Oh shit, no, what? Now you fucked up. Run, Grace, what are you doing? I'm holding shift, This is as fast as she can run. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god. Grace, what are you doing? Grace, what, girl? Bro, this is so good. What are you, the vibes are real. Resident Evil is kind of a zombie game. It's an infection game, is what it is. Like a ton of different horrible viruses getting into people, animals, turning them into monsters.
Is anyone there?
I have like a million questions. What a good start. What a great start to this. Just listening to some tunes by the fire. It's a vibe and a half, I guess.
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I'm the one who planted that body. I'm the one that brought you here. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Bro, what a design. This is scary as fuck.
We have so much to do.
He is a big fella, Erica. He's got a scary, like, steampunk hat. I'm loving the vibes of this game so far, dude. Yo, what did I think of Carl in Scream 7? I still think Carl Weezer is the best fictional Carl. You know my older brother's name is Carl? I don't know if I've ever talked about Carl. Carl rocks, though. Shout out to Carl.
Talk to me. Is this one like the others?
Same black blotches.
Oh, here we fucking go,
It's not
baby.
just one validity.
Oh, I've been waiting for this the whole game.
No, this is different. That's 6 now.
Dude,
6
Leon
survivors are
motherfucking Kennedy.
concealed
Let's go,
from the same
baby.
thing.
Yeah, that's not good.
No. No, it's not.
But I have something for you. The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Who is he?
A former T-virus researcher.
Bro, the dark, like, noir energy of this game, I am in love.
It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found. You there, Leon?
Yeah. I'm here.
You okay?
He's a grizzled war hero. Give him a break.
Check it out.
Jasper, we've been talking Scream for 2 hours, man. We're playing Resident Evil now. I only got 20 more minutes of the stream. Let's just vibe with this for a minute. Love how you diverged the conversation. Yeah, because we're playing a game, dog. Resident Evil 4 energy incoming. Yes, 100%. Remember, folks, this isn't just a Scream channel. We do all kinds of things
Just
here.
about. Stuck in traffic.
Horror variety is how I like to look at it. No one thinks that's suspicious, that guy just walking out of a building. Girl over his shoulder, come on now.
What's going on? Is she okay?
Oh, she's fine. I'm just taking her home.
Is he just infecting people? Is that what's up?
I'm going after Victor.
Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, I'm gonna do something stupid. All right, here we go. Third person, baby.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, what the hell, lady?
Help me!
You okay? What are you doing?
Oh my god, ripped off his fucking lips, dude. No way. Let's go. Oh, dude, this fucking rocks. I don't have that many bullets. I forgot Resident Evil game. It's been a minute, guys.
Get Brentwood locked down.
What? Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah. He's the one to thank for all the excitement.
Oh, there. Sorry. Didn't mean to shoot at y'all. I am not a good shot, but that's okay. Handgun ammo, hang on now. Yeah, I'll take some of that, thank you. Oh, do I gotta reload? Okay. Oh, man, dude, this is sick. This is some Resident Evil 4 energy to the max. Loving all this. Wait, huh? Dude, I am in love with this game. I'm sorry. Like, I should be, like, talking and keeping the stream going. This is just sick as hell, bro. Oh my god!
Make this quick.
Oh my god! Oh my, oh man. Leon, move, bro. Yeah, I have 33 bullets. Why did I have to use my other gun? Come on now. Come on, fellas. Get out of here. We don't want none of that. I'm too far away. Too far away. Hang on. It is my first playthrough. Give me a break here. Dude, that's so cool. Oh, I am sorry. I am just I feel like a kid in a candy store. I grew up on games like this, man. This is just wonderful. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And let him get away.
I let him get away? What was I supposed to do?
Leon, have you located Victor?
No, I lost him. Back to square one.
Not necessarily. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center. I'll send you the address. Leon, we're running out of time.
I don't know if I'm fighting or turning. They're slower zombies. You got a chance, I feel. How's Grace doing? Not so good.
What is this? Hey! Help!
That's got to be uncomfortable. All the blood rushing to your head like that. That's awful. Pinch it off.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, good thinking. I wouldn't have thought of that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. God, I hate needles. I'm excited for the puzzle action too, dude. Resident Evil puzzles are like my favorite. Grace is smart, and I really like that about her. You know, they had us in the first half kind of energy, but here's the comeback. Totally, Tyler. Genius move to split the play styles. I'm loving that you're getting a little bit of both. It's action, but also a little bit of horror. It's like 2 games in 1. Okay, my vital signs. looking a certain way. Began blood extraction at 2203. Checked pulse, no abnormalities. Administered Dexafil. Condition stable, ready for further examination. Nice. Is my gun in here, though? Probably not.
Where the hell am I?
Yeah, Grace needs like an apple juice and some cookies right now, dude. Oh, and she doesn't have any reflection. Guys, I think she's a vampire. I actually have a grandbaby on the way. Hey, yo, Shanta, congrats. That's awesome. That's scary. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like how scary and... Oh, I don't like this. Someone is in here with me. What is that? Oh, that's a horse. I thought that was like a person standing there or something. Oh, you know we're going to have to move that, right? Well, of course, that's not going to work.
Dad.
We need another fuse. Come on now, baby. It looks like I need a fuse. Get the fuse. How cool would it be if it was just right there? We got the cherub key, though, so that's something. Okay, so the staff know I'm out and about. What's my favorite Resident Evil game, Blucka? Dude, it's so hard to pick just one. I love Resident Evil 4 so much. This might be my new favorite, though. I'm gonna be honest. I'm loving every second of this so far. Should I follow what the game wants me to do, or should I just like kind of go on my own path? I'm scared. I'm scared, and I don't like that. Yeah, I'm scared, and I don't like that. I would like to use the cherub key. Jesus. Okay. Oh, is this a save room, baby? I'll keep the lights on in here. Okay, we got a lighter. That might help us. And we have a fuse. We don't have a fuse. We got to get a screwdriver. Okay. Whole lot of things to get another thing, you know? That's how it always goes. Fuck. Whatever that was. Oh, something big just went through there. Okay. Yeah, we're going to save. We're going to save. Speaking of grandkids, how's the wedding planning going? That shit is scarier than Resident Evil, dude. Yeah, it's been tough, but we're making it happen. When I have a little more time here, I'm definitely going to throw some more time into that. getting the venue down very soon here, though. So there's progress is certainly being made. But I appreciate you asking. It's been, it's been stressful, but we're making it happen. Thank you, Tyler. See, I don't like that hole in the ceiling, guys. Don't make that scary ass sound. Oh, hell no. Let me come to the wedding, bro. I think Madison would kill me. I'm so sorry. Of course. I don't have my flashlight. Oh God. Oh, that's worse. This is so freaking scary, man. No way. Is there anything in here? Nope. Okay. Jesus fucking. Okay. All right, well, now that my pants are full of shit. So what was that behind the scenes bit of Scott in the Ghostface costume? It says, "Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface." I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. There was a lot. I had people sending me photos of Stu and Emma Roberts in Ghostface costumes from the movie, and I think it was like AI generated or something. So I don't trust any behind the scenes photos at this point, is what I think. I'm not sure, but we saw Scott in the movie and he was chilling out. Guys, that was the scariest thing I've ever seen.
He's dead.
He's a little dead, all right.
Infected.
Mother of pearl. What the fuck is that? What? What was I supposed to do? Dog, what? I can't run. What am I supposed to do? It literally won't let me. This is running?
Oh, God.
I literally can't run. This is me running, guys. I'm scared shitless right now. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh my God, what the fuck? Oh shit. Oh, it doesn't like the light.
What the hell was that thing?
Dude, when I say I pooped myself a little bit, I might have pooped myself just a little bit. What do you guys think about them making a Dead by Daylight movie? I think it's great that we have some updates on that finally. Blumhouse is getting moving on that, which is really exciting. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. I really need like health or something. Yeah, I'm not looking good here. Oh my god. That was so scary. Okay. Oh, look at that. Fully restores health.
This looks important. Oh, maybe.
What in the fuck? I heard footsteps again. I'm so scared. Oh, nothing in there. Oh my god, stop making sounds. Stop it. Okay. Fun fact, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Can't reach it, need something to step on. Okay, that's gonna have the thing that I need. What are you doing? Oh fuck, dude.
This way, no, this way, no, this way.
Put it away. Grace, put it away. Why won't you put the lighter away? My god, no, dude. He best not be coming back. Bro, is he gone? I still hear him walking around and shit. Okay, I think he's gone. I think now he's gone. think it took him that long to go. Okay, we just gotta be real careful with this motherfucker. Are you kidding me? Get the screwdriver and we gotta go.
Yes.
Oh my god. 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 Oh fuck no, dude. Oh fuck absolutely no. Oh fuck all the way off. Nope. 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 No, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Oh my god. The poop just flew out of me. Okay, okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. I need new underwear right now. I hear him still mucking about out there. You hear that? Yeah, y'all can ban Jasper. Yeah, if you're look, if you're gonna be a dick like that, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Fuck no. I see you. I see you, Stinky. I see you walking towards me now. What's up, dude? What are you thinking you're gonna accomplish? Standing in the stairwell like that. Alright, well I guess I'll just go over here for a minute. We'll just wait. I didn't give you full access, Erica. Where's the fun in that? Hang on now. Let me get away from this door. Don't want him coming after me. We're live on the page right now, aren't we? Hey, we still got 60 people watching. Thank you guys so much for being with us. I really appreciate you all. Oh my god, dude. I'm getting ads on my own shit. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Bro, what are you still doing in the hallway, man? I kind of want to get his attention at this point. What's up, Stinky? Oh god, he saw me. Grace Ashcroft runs so slow, bro. What are you doing? I guess this guy runs pretty slow too. Come on, dude. I'm right over here. Yeah, come say hi to me. Look, I'm right here. You can get me basically. What's up, buddy? Look, I'm standing in the darkness where you can get me. I literally can't do anything until he gets out of that hallway, so I don't know what to do. What's up, fella? Come on in, say hey. Oh, shit, what?
Please, no.
No, 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 what? He turned off the lights, that motherfucker? Dude, this guy's smart. Fuck this game. Literally, what? Dude, no. I'm dead. I'm dead. Fuck off. Fuck off. Get out of here. Okay. What's up? Excuse me. Let me get out of here real quick. Bro, I hate that he's smart. I thought my guy was an idiot. I took him the wrong way. He's in the walls again. No, he's right there. Nope, he's right there. Come and get me. Come and get me, Stinky. Yeah, this way. Come and get me. Okay. Yep, he's coming after me. Can you please run a little faster? Oh my god. Girl, you're killing me right now. Girl, you're killing me right now. F the closed door. Thank you. Are you fucking serious right now, dude? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. I'm so scared. I'm so scared, man. Just give me the damn fuse. Yeah, thank you. Nowhere is safe. Oh, dude, no way. Go, go, go. Go. Go, what are you doing? Go, 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 go. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Oh my god, I'm so scared. This is the scariest game I've ever played in my life. Are you kidding me?
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh my god. No. Oh my god. Okay, that's where I'm going to call it for the night because it is past 10 o'clock. I think I beat that level, but I'm still not really sure. Well, I'm shitting my pants. That's for sure. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. So much love. We'll be live again tomorrow talking some more Scream and playing some more Resident Evil. So please stop on by. So much love to you all. We'll be talking soon. As always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Bye-bye.